Third best of 3 of the day. Ready to go, locked and loaded. We've got Entity versus PSG Quest. And this to me is a really interesting match because I want to see, can no one get back into that form? You remember that? You remember VP no one? Do you remember how terrifying that stack was? How terrifying no one was? I want that no one back. I want that no one who was just absolutely going across Europe, just destroying everyone. That's the no one I want back. Can we see glimpses of him in this game?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Anything weird coming out in the draft? TA gone. No Witch Doctor first ban. That's a little bit surprising. Witch Doctor has been a first ban in both of the other best of 3s we've watched today.
10 seconds.
Isn't he Noon? Really? None. I thought it was no one.
Remaining.
I've been saying no one for years.
Entities turn to ban.
You're probably right. Genuinely, I'm not even gonna try and defend mine.
Entities turn.
Witch Doctor does eventually get banned, so does Darkseer, and then we get the first pick, Dark Willow. Pretty sure all casts say no one? Okay. Okay, good to know. So we do get a first pick, Dark Willow. This happened in both games of our first best of 3. Dark Willow got first pick. The response was a first pick Dark Willow. Not Dark Willow. You can't respond to a Dark Willow. Darkseer, sorry. But PSG Quest, they're going to go with Pangolier. Something we haven't seen yet today, but was being picked a lot in the other regions. Oh, okay. You call him Noon in Sis. Oh, there you go. That's good to know. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate the info. There is still something so weird about seeing Paris Saint-Germain like in a Dota 2 lobby.
Remaining.
Like
5 seconds remaining.
It's just so strange to me.
Quest Esports turn to ban.
Although they're getting called Quest, so by the announcer. Anything weird coming out? IO gonna be banned out. Venge gonna be banned. They obviously saw the last series and were like, man, that Force guy. Holy. Oil money go Bert, so true. I mean, arguably the best team in the world, Falcons. We don't talk about where their paychecks come from. PSG LGD sounded so much better than PSG Quest. I kind of agree with that. I think Quest Esports just sounds really good. Like, just Quest. I think I love one word, like Entity. I love one word team names. It's going to be Clockwork. Saw that last game. Even though it was on the losing side, did a good job. I will be publishing VODs to YouTube, yes. It's going to take a little while as I've already streamed 5 hours, so it's going to be a bit of a long VOD, and I don't have an editor or anything. It's just going to be me doing it. So it should be up either tonight or tomorrow. So it should be VODs. Good to go. I think there's a link to my YouTube channel below. There might not be, and I will fix that if there's not. Amar must be making bank on Falcons. So true. I think it is quite crazy that I feel like Amar is one of the hottest commodities in Dota 2 right now, and he's an offlaner. Offlaners, the new mid laners, question mark? Thoughts? Thoughts, prayers? Analysts? Analyze? What's the channel name? It should be... There's no VODs on there right now. It should be Mr. Vanzetti. There's like some Clarity League VODs. Let me just have a look. Bring up my YouTube. Yeah, so it is Mr. Vanzetti. There's the channel link. As I said, there are no TI VODs up there right now, but I'll make sure that there are some there either tonight or tomorrow before the stream starts. Zai was the same for a long time. That's a good point. Valid. Brewmaster going to come out for Entity, and this is such a strong hero for them. And then Warlock. Haven't seen either of these heroes picked yet.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So we're getting a whole new world of draft. Spicing it up a little bit. Okay, now we'll actually have a look at the draft and see what's going on. Shadow Fiend, of course, banned out. TA banned out. Witch Doctor banned out, as you said. So PSG Quest just kind of looking for anything here. Like Pango is probably going to be the mid laner, but we have seen it a little bit on off lane as well. So it gives them a little bit of that flexibility in draft. You know Brewmaster is probably going off lane, so don't have as much. And so they're just going to pick up their second support immediately with the Disruptor. That Static Storm, really good against Brewmaster, really good against Warlock. You know, never going to complain about having a Disruptor against those heroes.
Entities turn to pick.
And then they pick up Weaver. Very annoying hero to play against. Warlock is on Death Watch. Like, it's not very much like, oh no, there's a Weezer in the game. I'm dead. I've already died 10 times and I haven't even loaded into the lobby yet.
Remaining. 5 seconds.
What's a hero I want to see play today we haven't seen? I mean, oh god, that's hard. I'd like to see a TA, but she keeps getting banned out. Just because I think watching a really good TA play is really fun. Pudge, that's a great shout. Monkey Support, another great shout. But my favorite hero in the game is Terrorblade. And Terrorblade is in a bad spot right now, so I'm not expecting to see it. No, sorry, my favorite hero in the game isn't Terrorblade. What the hell? My favorite hero in the game is Muerta. Muerta Pos 1. It would be lovely to see a Muerta Pos 1 or a Terrorblade. But Muerta Pos 1 would be... I love that hero. Earthshaker is the most hype hero. Oh, I think he's second. You want to see a Tinker game? Get the hell out of my chat. Ban this motherfucker. No Tinkers, please. I don't want to cast Tinker. Please, no. Please, no.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
To be fair, I literally almost timed you out there for the bit. Love to see Kunkka. Yeah, that's a good one. Love watching a good Kunkka play. Elder Titan Pro Scene. I mean, yeah, we almost got it. We got the Elder Titan support in the first best of 3. Twice, in fact. Sneaky Turtle. Sneaky Turtle with we need to brother. Okay, I got 2 turtles in this chat. I got Shirtless Turtle, I got Sneaky Turtle. Even worse, you both have the first word beginning with S. So I'm gonna get you confused sometimes. But like, I need you to not wish for a Tinker right now. I need you to help me out here, brother. Yeah, Zai retiring was very sad. But we get the last picks finally. We've yapped our way through the draft. We got a Chaos Knight. Pretty good pick against Weaver. And Disruptor, actually.
Remaining.
Can blow them up.
5 seconds
I see no.
remaining.
I see no. No. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Don't make me do it. Don't make me ban you. The Bruling CK Illusion cheese push. I mean, if it gets you to TI, is it cheese anymore? What do you mean you want a shirt? The first time, Shirtless, don't think I've forgotten. 2 weeks ago, when you first appeared in my chat, I said, we gotta get you a shirt. And you know what you said? You said, I don't need a shirt. I remember. He's on to me. Yeah, I remember. My memory sucks as well, so I'm surprised I remember that fact.
Entities turn to
So
ban.
Ember Spirit and Slaughter are going to be the last bans here for PSG Quest. Underlord been getting a lot of hate in the last phase bans. I think nearly every single ban phase, like at the end steps have been banning out Underlord. Chat not moving fast enough to forget. True.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. I like this chat. I like it. It's nice, slow. We get to chat. We get to hang out.
Remaining.
Nice, chill place to watch some Dota with my analysts in chat. This is perfectly timed draft, by the way. I just finished my lozenge. Oh, love it for us. Gonna go with a Tide Hunter. So Entity definitely look at PSG Quest and like, you need an offlaner. And they're gonna pick Dragon Knight, which might have been like PSG Quest's like obvious go-to as well. I think it's gonna be a mid Dragon Knight by the looks of it. You've been a total of 2 minutes and I enjoyed this a lot. Hell yeah, brother. Happy to have you here. No tinker, please, dear God, no. They need an offlaner, guys. They're not going to go tinker offlane. Come on. It's not going to happen. Please. Entity picking on the medicals. Very much so. They have such a push strat. Chaos Knight, Brewmaster, Dragon Knight. They're like, we get level 6 and we go. Like, we just go. Don't stop. If you even think about stopping, I'm hitting you in the head. Like, go, 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 go. And it's Enigma. So it is going to be that mid lane Pango we were talking about. And some team fight. And Enigma's almost like 100% participation in the current qualifier here. You have no idea what's good now? That's fine. This isn't high tier Dota. This is just the qualifications for tier. Oh, wait a minute. It is definitely a weird Enigma pick, but I guess the logic is, hey, if Entity are just going to push, maybe we can get a 5-man black hole and stop it. That could be the logic. Some cool sets here. Can we analyze the sets quickly? Can we just quickly analyze the sets? Just get some set analysis. Street Dota in the trenches. Yeah. This is backroom bar fight. Trend Dota here. Anything weird on the facets? Not really. Love the Black Grimoire facet on Warlock's a lot of fun. Double jump on Pango. Expanded on Clockwork. Okay. Yeah, I think the Midnight Pulse can definitely get some value, but I mean, there's also, every hero actually on Entity have some way to stop Black Hole. Oh, to see you casting at TI this year? Thanks very much, Truffle. I don't think that's going to happen. But that would be sick. Imagine the turnaround on that. I'm pretty sure all the people that are going to TI have probably been invited. Let's have a look at who's playing what where. Let me give you a little bit of information. Watson going to be playing the position 1 Chaos Knight. DM on the... Wow, so many tips. DM going to be playing that offlane Brewmaster. No one on the mid Dragon Knight. Fishman on the support Warlock. And Katomi on the support Dark Willow. Over on the side of the dial, we have Noob on that mid Pango. Omar on the support Clockwork. Ducalis on the support Disruptor. Malik on that off-lane Enigma. And last but not least, we have TI13 on the position 1 Weaver. I've never seen the other DK facets ever taken. But it's entirely possible. TI25 though, now you're getting it.
"30 seconds to battle."
Maybe 50 other casters get sick. That's the ambition I need. Okay. We're getting a bit of dancing around here as the die did smoke up. It was a pretty late smoke as well, so they definitely want to be aggressive here. Weaver, the smoke pops, we get seen, and he's going to go forward. Shikuchi only onto 1, and he decides to back up. There's no one. Stands tall.
The battle begins.
Shikuchi onto 2, just getting some free damage, but there's the root onto the Weaver. Gonna get the Cinder Brew as well, and TA's taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have Shikuchi for 6 seconds. Has his wand, but it is not going to be enough for Katomi. Gets the first blood. Entity, they start the game off with a bang, and they punish that Weaver. How will the quest go? Minute 70 with Weaver. It's a good question. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Down in the bot lane with Malik and Omar against Watson and Fishman. And we've seen so many Enigma lanes already in this tournament, and I think we've only ever seen one Enigma do, like, not great in lane, and it was against the Bristleback. I do not think that Chaos Knight is going to have better odds. Meanwhile, in the top lane, TA2000 Dukeless against Katomi and DM. And this Brewmaster lane is, it's obnoxious to deal with. A lot of damage can come out very quickly from this duo of Dark Willow and Brew. Double jump from Noob. Oh, no one gets the deny there. Yeah, that is definitely voice lineable for. And it is a lot of back and forth here. No one looking to get back to TI. You know, there was once upon a time he was one of the favorites to win the entire thing. I think there was maybe even 2 years where that was the case. Now going through the closed qualies. And this is the obnoxious nature of this Dark Willow. With the roots, you can just poke out. Look, she's just so not afraid. Only has a wand, has no regen. Has that Shadow Realm if she needs it. But now Dukeless could be in trouble. They get the flank of Katomi. And there's the slow with the glimpse onto the Brute. They'll hit the Cinder Brew, but pushes them back. And there's a root. It ignites the Cinder Brew. And Dukeless, ducking and weaving through the trees, going to get right-clicked. Manages to get out. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Malik having a great time here. But Chaos Knight not doing bad, actually. Hasn't been completely denied out of lane. Meanwhile, it feels like Noob having to use a lot of spells in order to stay in this lane. There's a lot of last hits ready for no one to claim here. But Noob going to make sure he has to work for it. One deny. Not going to get that one. Meanwhile, on the top lane, DM getting gone on here. The bugs have been used, but not enough to get the kill. And another quiet start to this game, apart from that first blood. Had a lot of quiet early games since the Na'Vi series. Oh, down in the bottom lane. They're going to get a kill onto the Warlock. I missed that one. My bad. Oh, the root missing on Weaver. Just immediately pressing S to not move forward. Warlock does die, though, in the bottom lane. There's a Clockwork, I imagine, just kind of gone on top of him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dark Willow getting low again. And this is the aggression of this lane coming out. DM glimpse back. Tries to get the Cinder Brew out, but it doesn't really do anything. As now this Weaver able to dish out a lot of damage and start climbing his way up the net worth chart.
Denied.
Noob using the double jump to get to the range creeps. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, Omar constantly on the hunt here. Going to even get the deny there. And this is what we were talking about with the Enigma, denying out the Chaos Knight and it being a hard lane when it comes to that. Noob pulling the creep way back. He just does not want to interact with Dragon Knight, which I think is completely fair. A very obnoxious hero to lane against. Good last hitting under tower here for no one. No, they're going to go on the Brewmaster once again. Shikuchi forward. They do have the glimpse, but they're not going to use it. They decide he's too healthy to bring down at the moment. And Clockwork getting the D-ward on this camp.
Dire are scanning.
And again, nothing really happening down here. Chaos Knight just farming up what he can against this Enigma. 14 denies on the Enigma. Makes it quite hard for CK to get much. I imagine a lot of that is on his own Eidolons, but, you know, it always does stack up in terms of XP and stuff. No one, a little bit low in this lane, but he's standing his ground, fighting up. Now, level 6. We can start pressuring the tower proper. And Dark Willow has even rotated to make sure they can get the power rune for their DK. Noob realizes the enemy support will be in the top lane, so a mark comes down from the bottom to guarantee the bottom power rune. And there it is. They get lucky on Entity, and the haste is picked up by Dragon Knight. Warlock is even here to grab a little bit of XP. But this does leave CK alone in the bottom lane. No one just going to ulti to try and get some damage on the tower. Fortification has to be used in order to keep it alive. Meanwhile, DM in the top lane just farming up. It looks like the action will happen down here. CK forced into his jungle down in the bottom lane. Double jump is used. There is the cogs on the Dragon Knight, but he's a very tanky target. And we get the roll. And Dragon Knight getting very low, trying to get back into Fountain. There's the glimpse back. And now it's the 2 supports against 4 members of Quest. Do they have anything to stop these TPs? They have the abilities to stop Fishman's, not Dark Willow's. So the Warlock sent back to the Shadow Realms. It is a 2-for-0 here. As Quest, they just bring the numbers to punish the aggression. DM, meanwhile, back up in the top lane. One of the advantages of picking Weaver here is just your ability to move across the map so quickly with your W. And because CK left alone down in the bottom lane in his Enigma, putting on pressure to this tower. And PSG Quest just kind of playing the map a little bit better here. Entity trying to go onto Dukeless. Has the one though, keeps himself alive. Noob jumps forward. Entity really wants this. And DM will finally get the support kill, but it's a support for the off lane. And a kill for the mid. So once again, I think if you're the Dire, you are absolutely fine with that trade. And it's a 3k gold lead at 7 minutes. Entity doing what they can to get themselves back into this. This Warlock still only level 3, no ulti in sight. Pango gonna go Echo Saber. Omar in the area. They find the regen route on the bottom side of the map. No one has ultied here. Looks like he wants to just farm with it. And it is hard. Katomi getting gone on in the top lane with DM. This Dark Willow taking a lot of damage. Only 100 health at the moment. There is the roll through, and it is a killing spree for Noob as they want to find more. DM looks like he's going to be the target. Does have ulti, so it's a hard kill to get. Disruptor doesn't have Static Storm. There is the Brewmaster ulti forced out. Can Noob survive here? There's no one. Get a TP in, but instantly glimpse back. But Fishman with the soup, the upheaval, manages to absolutely clear out any damage coming out there. So a good return kill for Entity. Now rotation down into the mid lane. There is a black hole here. They're moving forward. There's the glimpse back. Malik gonna get stunned up. He's in the cogs at the moment of no one. 400 health. The right clicks go through, and it's another kill for TA2000. He's had such a good early game, it feels like, already. Let's head over to the net worth. And yep, 3 Dire Cores at the top. Quest absolutely putting on a masterclass display on how to play the early game right now. Chaos Knight heading towards that armlet. Probably won't be looking to fight, though, until his second item, usually an Orchid. Upheaval going to be used to push in the mid lane, trying to get this Warlock any XP he can. Needs that level 6. And TA being aggressive here. DM throws out the Cinder Brew. Ignites it. Another Shikuchi forward. And it's just pure unbridled aggression here from Quest. Even in lanes where they can't get kills, like that top lane, TA just feels so free to be aggressive, and when they can, they get the kills here, like on Katomi. Glimpse back into the cogs, and Noob makes quick work of the Dark Willow. I'm back hydrated 10 minutes later. See, love to see the hydration. Remember, chat, we got to be the most hydrated chat on Twitch. I don't know why I've set that as an objective, but it is one, as Noob continues to take over this game. 5-1-1, a double kill for his Pango.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I feel like DM just has not left this lane. Gotta go for Radiance on this Brewmaster. But he's very far away from it. Has the Talisman of Evasion, but that is it. Hydrate to dominate. Is that the new channel saying now?
Radiant's
Screw peace, love, and
middle
chicken
tower
wings.
has fallen.
Man, this is a poor Dragon Knight. Going for that Blink Dagger, level 8. It just feels like Quest can do whatever they want on the map. 6k gold lead.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And just going anywhere they want. Yeah, absolutely. Like, this is the kind of Dota you really love to see. Not if you're an Entity fan, obviously. But this is kind of, to me, beautiful Dota, where it's just like Quest, they're just firing on all cylinders. They're just ready to go. It's not even flashy. It's almost like they're an unstoppable force, just pushing. Just slowly pushing to victory. Pango has the Echo Saber on the courier now, and he's such a threat. Amazing cast. Thank you, Dodo Doda. Oh my god. Wait, Dodo Doda? Dodo Doda. That's so fun to say. God, I love your name. Oh god, can you go pro as the name Dodo Doda? Because, oh, I want to cast that name.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Water Zeti? Okay, well, you time yourself out, Sparvel. Water Eti, even. No one does finally have the Blink Dagger, so maybe we can see some aggression coming out from Entity here. That instant stun can do a lot in the early game. We've not going the Maelstrom build, going for Desolator. That's a sign of you're feeling very comfortable in the game. Well, I don't need to farm. They're going to go on to the Brewmaster. Blink forward from the Dragon Knight. Gets the stun onto Omar. They didn't see this Blink Dagger coming. And it is Omar that will get punished for it, but it's just the support kill. The rest of Quest. The rest of Quest is also quite fun to say. Okay, we're finding a lot of word stuff here. Maybe I'm just getting a little bit high because I've been streaming for so long, but a lot of fun things to say right now. Quest do manage to back out. No more kills. They're just going to give up this tier 1 tower. As we said in, I think it was game 1 of today, if there is one certainty in Dota, it is that a Dragon Knight is going to kill a tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And so the rest of the diet, they are starting to move up. It looks like they really want to punish this Brewmaster, but they haven't managed it. Outside of the laning stage, Dukeless is here, has Glimpse if he wants to use it. DM, gonna use ulti to dodge out the Glimpse, and now see what he can do with it as Weaver in the area, but the Earth Spirit, or the Earth Bear even, just gonna back up. Oh, it would be so funny if the Centaur stomps there. High on TI Qualifier is the most potent drug out there. You're so true. My chat is so based. Smoke down here from Entity. They have no vision of anyone, but they know Enigma has been playing on the bottom side of the map. As I said, they have that instant stun as well from the Dragon Knight, so definitely a good time to try and find someone. Not able to do so. While it is a smoke from Quest on the opposite side of the map. And they too do not have vision here, but they can guess CK farming this Ancients. Shukuchi forward, they'll find him. And there it is. The hook doesn't quite hit. It hits on the Weaver instead, but it should be enough to roll forward. Should be able to stop the Warlock as well, so he doesn't get ulti off. And it is a 2 for 0. The smoke coming out from Quest, doing a lot more impact than Entities. And it's a 7k gold lead. Right behind Water, of course. Actually, good point. Fair true. Very true. Quest playing on this top side of the map now. They want to try and constrict Entity as much as they can. And, you know, I was saying they haven't managed to punish this Brewmaster that well, but they definitely have. Doesn't have his Radiance yet. He's kind of close to it, 1,000 gold, but it's probably going to be at least 2.5, like a minute and a half until he gets that.
Top tower is under attack.
And I'm not entirely sure what Entity can do once he has that Radiance. Maybe I'll eat my words and I don't realize how strong this Brewmaster is, but there we go. Leap forward from Noob. Gets the initial damage. DM doesn't have ulti for 10 seconds, but they don't necessarily know that, though he has no mana for it at this case. Oh, no one. Playing aggressively on the side of the map, and he sees TA there. No one has to blink to safety. Almost got punished. Double agent, no one there. Oh, the hook just misses from Omar and Katomi. In the trees. Oh, the cogs as well. He even guesses the correct direction. Just a little bit too late. Entity doing a good job of avoiding everyone, but no, there's a Pango here. Ulti. He's 1v3 right now, and he's ready to kill a Warlock. Gets the hit, gets the Q, but it's not enough, 20 health. And there's the stun from the Warlock ulti. Omar will get the kill with the rocket from across the map. The pullback onto the Pango. You're not taking it up with the black hole. Onto two, it gets cancelled. Thanks to the Bruising Fishman. Gonna be one to pick up that kill, and Enigma's now the one in trouble. Static Storm, not gonna be enough to do anything in DM. He catches the Disruptor on the back line, gets the Hurricane up. Dukeless trying to walk his way out, but a stun from the Earth. No one is there as well, and the pushback gonna do nothing. So all in all, it is a 1 for 3. My God. Entity, they finally managed to strike back. And they strike back hard. Pango getting a little bit too overconfident there. And will get punished for it. Hey, Sky, thank you for the prime. Oh, Omar goes in with the hook. No one going to be the target. TA is here. Can start dishing out a lot of damage. Dragonite will eventually die for it, but it's Omar that will get the kill. Fishman's Warlock almost doing quite a lot there. But eventually will go down. And that is Brewmaster finishing up his Radiance as well.
Much appreciated.
But Quest have grouped up. Static Storm on cooldown for 28 seconds. Black Hole for 2 whole minutes. T8 looks for someone. They get vision of them here. But Hook on cooldown. No way to really stop those TPs apart from Malefice, but they don't have the cast range for it. And now they decide to go to Roche. The anti-armor is up on the Weaver. Doesn't have the Swarm yet ready to use, but Desolator should be more than enough, especially with all of the Eidolons. Now, no, Noob getting quite in the mid lane. They're going to use Dragonform for this, but he just rolls, goes invis, and he's ready to peace out. Just a nice little journey. Ooh, should have taken right there. Oh, nice little blink. And Roche takes a long while to die, but eventually will do so, giving the Aegis to the Weaver, who did have his slot filled by a Mithril Hammer. Going for the BKB over the Weaver. Let's actually look at the plans of everyone involved. Chaos Knight has that armlet, as we said, now going for the Orchid. Kind of a standard build that we accepted to see. But we're also going to go for the Travels after picking up that Radiance. BKB, what Dragon Knight goes for after picking up his, a little bit slow blink. Fishman going for the Aether Lens, while Dark Willow going for a Yules. All pretty standard stuff over on the side of the Radiant. But on the Dire, we have the Echo Saber. Pango going to go for his Shard. That's Dragon Knight again. Whoopsie. Clockwork going for the Force Staff. Now he's got the Pavis. And Disruptor going for a Glimmer Cape. Enigma has the Blink. Going to go for the BKB of their own. And last but not least, as we said, Weaver going for that BKB. Clock is very rich. The richest of the supports. Oh, fight up in the top lane. They're getting instant silence. This would be a huge kill if they can get a Static Storm. About to run out, though. The Warlock comes in with the Link, comes in with the ult, and its turnaround is fair play. Watson gets the kill on Omar, and no one gets the kill on the Disruptor. The support duo finally die, and this is a scary part of the game for for Entity as they're starting to really come online here. They couldn't kill the Brewmaster. They just did not have the damage. They couldn't get through that evasion. And he manages to get away. I mean, he used ult. But, like, if you're Brew, you're so happy there. Another smoke up here by Entity. They have Dragon Knight's ulti. They know Enigma's here thanks to the scan. They see his Eidolons. Malik goes into the trees, immediately going to try and TP, but it's not going to be enough. There it is. The stun. And the kill. And Watson picks himself up another one. Has Orchid. Only just bought it. And now 1,600 gold. And Entity are turning the tables here. Quest, after having such a good early game, it feels like they haven't really done enough with it. Was this Weaver just... I almost feel like he probably regrets going this Desolator, right? Because if you had a Maelstrom, you probably have BKB by now. And you can always go back for Desolator, but it feels so bad to go back for Maelstrom. Don't Pangos now go Treads? I have no idea. Ooh. Oh! Warlock died to the Tormentor. But he gets a shard. So worth? We saying worth? Worth for that? T8 going to show himself down in the bottom lane. Cinderbrew going to be used. But there is no one behind this Brewmaster. Completely alone in this case. Aren't we all in this universe? I don't know why I said that. The rest of the Dire are here. Enigma even making his way. And there's the hook. They're going to try and do it again. Can't get the ulti off. Gets interrupted into the Static Storm, into the Connect Field. This time, though, they have the damage. And they get the kill on the Brew. BKB up for the Weaver. And surely a tier 2 tower. And this is where you're like, okay, finally I'm getting Desolator stacks.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, meanwhile, in the mid lane, huge team fight. Juggler's gonna go down. No one is already in. The fear hits on the Clockwork, so that's both supports down. Malik is here, has Black Hole. Doesn't look like he wants to use it. There it is on the solo Chaos Knight. A good interrupt there from Dark Willow, but it doesn't save Watson. The Golem goes down. They're on the hunt to the Dark Willow. And there is the Deso damage coming through. And T8 gets himself another kill. So across the map, they managed to kill the Brew. They managed to kill the tower. But the goal change isn't actually that bad. No one lives. Watson was there for the... Oh, he lost money. Okay, I was going to be like, this is not bad. But it feels a bit bad. Going to get the mid tower as well after that fight.
Middle tower has fallen.
And so both tier 2s in the mid and the bottom lane get taken care of. Only one left for the side of Entity before High Ground is the only real target. Aegis about to run out though, so they have that to be thankful for over the side of Entity. And DM shows in the top lane. Use Boots of Trouble to get here. Aegis does run out, but DM is here, ready to start doing damage. There is the stun into the Cogs and into the Static Storm. He didn't seem to realize they were all here, and it is enough to kill him. He will be Disruptor getting the kill. But Weaver's happy. He gets a Desolator charge. That's scaling. That's scaling, friends. Now they smoke up, looking to catch someone out in the mid lane. Noob even gonna blink forward early. Ags up on this Pangolier. Makes his role even more deadly. And they go so far from this. They find Fishman. There is the glimpse. And there's not much he can do there. As Noob gets himself another kill. Another Desolator stack on the Weaver. And Quest probably thanking their stars that this Brew went for the Radiance. Now does have BKB queued up. And you can at least be happy that Disruptor is probably not getting Ags anytime soon.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
DD picked up by the Weaver, and this is so dangerous. Malik in the area as well to stop this Brute. He's going to try and get his ulti off. He will dodge the glimpse with it, and now going to go aggressive. And CK even using the ulti, but it's just to push out the top wave. Weaver has the Chrysalis, going to go for the Satanic next. Just absolutely melts these waves. Entity. Going through it right now. Fishman gets found by the Weaver. And it's just going to blow up. My God. Oh, that's what I was talking about in the pick screen. When you pick Warlock and they pick Weaver, you know you've died 10 times already and the game hasn't even started yet. The circle drawn in the top wave. Looks like Quest want to try and go for Roshan next. Not up yet, but should be up soon. Oh, Brute once again getting caught out, put in the cogs. Does not have split. Will manage to get rid of those cogs, but Weaver TP'd into the area. There's another stun, and he's just slowing him down here for the rest of the Dire to arrive. In fact, he's doing quite a lot of damage solo. Weaver's finally there. And yeah, this Brute, once again, gonna get caught out. TA with another kill. Roche not up for 1 minute 30, so Brute will be alive in time for it.
Radiant are scanning.
As Watson has his BKB. Gonna go for the blink next. Dragon Knight going for an AC, has a Midas, realizes this lane needs to go. This game needs to go late for them to have a chance of winning it. Meanwhile, Pango has 2k gold in the bank. Nothing bought just yet. I like how he deconstructed, by the way, his Echo for Yules. I really like that. Wait, did he not get a Deso charge? Oh my God, he didn't. You're right. Evasion is a mechanic.
A little something extra for the effort.
Dire are scanning.
And it's a smoke here. It feels a bit like Entity are feeling a bit desperate. If they head to the top side of the map, they're going to get the D ward on these wards. Well, that does show that DK was smoked up. Now the Dire going to go with their own smoke. 5-man. And it is a Roche fight. There's Noob. Looking to roll, and there it is. They go. They're going to start on the Dragon Knight. Very tanky, but maybe not tanky enough. Cinderbrute is there. He gets the split off. Malik, meanwhile, on the back line, has to BKB to stay alive. No one is not quite as lucky as Weaver puts him in the ground. Static Storm on the solo. Dark Willow and a Black Hole onto absolutely no one, but it doesn't matter. They're going to win this fight. Omar going to get caught out by the Warlock and the Brew here, so will be the one casualty as the Brute puts the Warlock in the sky. Watson going to try and get the kill here onto Noob, but it's just too much damage. Roshan will fall to the anti-armor here of Quest. And the writing looks a little bit on the wall here. No one dead, but still caught in the black hole. You're so real for that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, down in the bottom lane, Katomi having a grand old time. Something I really like about Dark Willow, she always just looks unbothered. Like, there's something about her walking animation that's just like, la la la. He does just have this broadsword, though. It's a bit awkward. What a broadsword, I mean, oh, he just sells it, okay. I was like, what does that go into? Can he build anything out of that? But no, not really.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
No one still heading towards his AC. Pango doing the same. And you know the game's going bad where your Enigma can just miss Black Hole and you still win the fight just so handedly.
Players here.
Right.
The Dying Out grouped up in the middle lane. It feels like they're playing very safe with this Aegis. But they might just be close to items. You know, Daedalus going to be coming up soon for the Weaver. Pango has his AC. Going to be Octarine Core for the Enigma. And Disruptor does queue up the Ags. Is it really missing when you flex it on your enemy's corpses? I mean, in a physical sense, yes. But you're right. Oh, no. Oh, he goes for the TP. And there's a gem on the floor, so he sees him. Oh my god, that would have been the most unfortunate death I had ever seen in my entire life. What the hell? Oh, Brew. Gonna get caught out on the bottom. Does get split off. Believe he... No, doesn't have BKB yet. He just managed to get it off because Static Storm wasn't used. Now gonna chase out Dukelis. Has Glimmer Cape on him. There's a kinetic field. Gets pulled back towards the Brewlings, but Malik is here. Gonna try and keep his support alive. Put up in the air. Immediately purged off, and Disruptor gets to the high ground, and DM just gets absolutely nothing out of the split.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And so it's down for 90 seconds.
Radiant's
And
top
while that
tower
all
is
happens, Quest
The might under the
just going to push out that top lane. Get the last tier 2 tower and extend that gold lead. While Weaver still has the Aegis. Only has it for 2 more minutes. Now has a Daedalus fully completed. Just waiting for the Demon Edge to get into his hands. Oh no, he's gonna do Tormentor. It's a banging track. Oh my god. Ooh. that was close. Almost popped Aegis there. That does give the shard to Pango, though. Gives him his roll-up. Makes him a bit harder to kill. Oh, and now TA. Gonna find Dark Willow, but not managed to get the kill, thanks to a good stun combo there. No one. Finds Clockwork. Has TP, but I don't think he's getting out of this one. There is the hook. There is the T. Yeah, I mean, the damage from this Weaver is just a little bit insurmountable at this point, especially with Daedalus. But I will say, Entity have done a good job of making sure that Quest aren't on their high ground. Like, that is usually the you're like, okay, we have Aegis, let's go high ground. But no. They're kind of pulling them around the map. This Brewmaster just running at any wave he can. And they're constantly needing to fix their waves on the side of Quest. Giving Entity the chance to get back into this. Mantis Star going to be what Chaos Knight goes for next. Brew has his BKB going for the Octarine Core.
Drinks are on you.
Oh, and they find Fishman in the trees trying to push out these waves. Oh, Fishman's like, wait a minute. Oh, but Malik. Oh, he sees him. Fishman gets the Vision Juke. Malik runs out, and Fishman just, my god, absolutely breaks his ankles. There's the Glimmer Cape. Doesn't have TP for 25. Oh, now he's going to go through the wall. 2 seconds, 1 second. Malik! Huh? Meanwhile, Quest Noob going to get the kill to Dark Willow, and there is a solo Black Hole on the Brewmaster. Static Storm going to be used to keep him down. And that was goofy as all hell. Oh no, Fishman. Does Fishman die? Oh no. He's going to pop the ulti though. It's not going down without a fight. Oh, but the golem spawned in the pit. Fishman, you did so well, brother. You survived so long. I'm saluting. We get some salutes in the chat. My God. Went down swinging. And finally, Quest find themselves on high ground. BKB in slot. Aegis has disappeared, but I don't really think Quest need it. No one. Uses ulti. Looks like he wants to go. Has that AC. And there we go. It's instant. Oh, BKB used, and that Weaver just melts. Quest have no answers for the stacking stuns. No time to BKB for the Weaver, and that is a lot of gold onto the side of Entity just from one kill. They hold their high ground. And Quest are like, man, why don't we do that when we have Aegis? Then he'd just be alive again. DM, meanwhile, once again, running at the waves. Feels like it's what he's been doing all game. No one starting to pressure this tier 1 top. And without Weaver, this feels like it should go down, but they're going to fortify for it. As Entity, again, playing cautiously, they back up. Don't want to outplay their hand. Fishman is going to die to noob, though.
Many before you have tried. And
Was this Pang? What is he doing?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Okay. Insane movement from noob here. Why is he... Why did he ping the spot? Okay. Anyway, up in the top, they're going to get a Static Storm onto the Dragonite. And he does have BKB, keeps himself alive. There's a Clockwork Hook. He'll get the Disruptor, but he'll die to the Warlock. DK's facet. It is Corrosive Dragon. So basically, Dill puts more damage. Oh, if you're new around here, we hydrate during pauses. Everyone drink. Drink something. I don't care what it is. It could be water. It could be... I don't think I'm allowed to say alcohol. It could be, I don't know, Monster Energy. Just drink something. Get hydrated. And we get the go again. But yeah, Dragonite, it just makes him really good. Like, I don't really know how else to say it. Other energy drink suppliers do exist. You're absolutely correct. I'm looking at you, Red Bull. Wink, wink. I could be a Red Bull athlete. Oh, they're going to find Weaver once again. There's 4 heroes here. Does have time to get BKB off this time. Has the Lincolns to stop the instant stun. Learning from his mistakes. Gamer subs are G Fuel. G Fuel sponsor everyone, you right. And the DK knows what's up. Gets the Ancient Guardian neutral item. He's like, we're just going to be holding high ground for like 40 minutes, aren't we? And Quest, once again, grouped up. Roshan is alive. And they'll scout it out. And they'll start it. There's a free Ags on this. Who do you give this to? Clockwork Ags is pretty good. Oh, you could just give Disruptor their Ags. That would be pretty insane. Hey! Dodo Dodo. Yeah. Dodo Dodo. Thank you for gifting a sub to people. Really appreciate that. There's a smoke. 5-man. This might be the fight that ends the game here. Aegis picked up by TI. This might mean that Entity want to back up. Maybe don't want the smoke.
Good for my town.
Even find the detection, so they know they were at one point here. Now Aegis on the Weaver means that this high ground perch probably a lot easier.
Arcane power.
Oh, you on the mid lane. They find Fishman pushing it out. Noob gonna be the one to get the kill. I apologize, I'm missing kills, guys. My third, best of 3. I think I'm flagging a bit, but we will get there. We will finish all of the games. Come hell or high water. I may need to go drink one of the many energy drinks out there. Dark Willow Bull Tangos. Oh my god, he's trying to give himself a little alcove. I love that for him. Oh, the root going to hit onto the Weaver. No real follow-up though because of that Lincoln Sphere. And yeah, Quest, it just feels like they don't really have the confidence to push high ground. I mean, high ground is hard to push at the best of times, but when there's a Dark Willow, a Warlock, a Brewmaster, do you really want to push up into them? Not to mention, you know, Chaos Knight just randomly killing one of you. Level 25 on the Weaver, though. It does give him that extra Geminate attack, so he's going to start dishing out a lot of damage. Like, look at that. That's... Oof. Octarine Core up on the Enigma. Let's have a look at that items. We haven't done that in a little while. Some good neutrals out here. Timeless Relic on the Clockwork. Timeless Relic on the Dark Willow as well. Refresher up on the Enigma, so we could get a double black hole situation. The Diet continue to just constrict the map as much as they can. They get the Tormentor, don't even get a shard out of it, they just want the money. There it is, the tower gonna get knocked on. And it takes so much damage. Once again, though, Entity just running at the waves. Trying to make sure that this is the only lane they can do something. And the hook actually hits! Static Storm used preemptively, but Entity, no one kills both of the backline. Noob will get DM, but there's a black hole! Onto 2! He has Refresher, he has BKB. What can they do with it? No one! Just melts to the Weaver. The fear hits onto him, though, and the black hole at a 3! Can they do anything? No, they're respawning! It was a beautiful black hole, but it does nothing! Weaver is finally back, and Watson will die. Weaver thrown up into the air to buy back from no one. Malik getting low. The Brewlings continue chasing, and there's the stun to bring him down. And it was a disjointed fight. It was a disconnected fight that stopped Quest in their tracks. The stun getting hit onto Douglas. He goes down into low ground here. Thanks to the Ogre Club now. Gets the Glimmer Cape. DM continues on the hunt. They can see him thanks to the sentry put down. And it should be a dead Disruptor. My god. The Warlock ulti did so much there to delay. And then that second black hole, while aesthetically beautiful, there was no one there to take advantage of it. And TA is probably kind of scratching his head. He's like, what do I do? Like, I can't kill everyone. He's like, fuck it. Sell my boots, Monkey King bar, let's go. That's all I need. More gold from the Tormentor. Mode Monkey. So, you're so real for that. But Entity not getting anything out of this, really. Just reclaiming some map control. Dark Willow has a Wind Waker. Love to see it. Weaver does at least have buyback, but he's 6 slotted. Not really much else he can do here. He can eat an Ags, but that just means he can cast his ulti on allied heroes, and he kind of wants to use that for himself. I guess he can get a Moon Shard, but it's not that great on a Weaver. And so now, it is a 20k gold lead, but it's starting to plateau. TA, he's at that point of the precipice. He does not scale anymore. Oh, wow. Brewmaster even has Aeon Disc to stop himself from getting burst.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the cast. A rapier will probably be the next goal. Smoke going to break onto DM. They find Noob. The root does not hit, but he walks back into it. Oh no, the hook! Onto nothing, the static storm! Onto nothing, Quest kind of falling apart here. The jump in from the DK, they find the clockwork. And it is a comedy of errors here. DM on the hunt with the Brewlings.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hey, can I get a mod to ban out Olestinia, please?
Dire's structures are fortified.
That's a bot.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Oh, I mean, despite losing that mid-fight, they're going to hit the racks. Oh, wow, no one. Going to get the kill onto Dukelis. As the rest do kind of fight. Weaver tries to start onto no one. He has Satanic. Oh my god, the damage! He melts him! TA pops the BKB. DM does have the Aeon Disc, so will have to back up. It's a buyback from Dark Willow and a dieback on the Dragon Knight. But those racks absolutely, like, just melt. Thanks, Sparvel, for getting that ban out. Yeah, I mean, Quest, they get the racks after a lost wave. Sparvelito. Quickest in the West. T8 just pushing out the wave, and this game just feels so strange because literally Entity win a fight and then they lose an entire lane of racks. Now they walk up once again, and this makes Weaver so powerful, just absolutely demolishes the tower. As Satanic just going to use it to heal up here. Oh, and they go in on Noob. What the hell? Fishman going to be the target. Oh my god, that was a disgusting amount of damage. Fishman just absolutely melts. No buyback. DK not alive for 30 seconds. Doesn't even have the gold for buyback, even if he had it off cooldown. And there is only one lane of racks left. And Quest realized, wait a minute, guys. Wait, if we just hit the buildings, we can kill their base. And it just seems to be working. DM, his Brewlings, they're not tanky enough. There is the black hole. No one escapes. Entropy takes us all as TA finishes off the Brewlings, and it looks like, in a little bit of an anticlimactic way, they just take the game. The Ancient Towers will fall next. DK is alive and well, but what can he do here? It's a 3v5, and Quest perfectly positioned to take the fight. They're going to try and get a stun into Malik, but he has the second black hole. Not going to use it on the Elus this time. A heads-up game. Noob on a killing spree, going to get the kill on the Dark Willow. No one trying to stand his ground against the TA. Black hole hits onto the CK, puts him down, and good game is called. The first game of the best of one goes over. Best of one? Best of three even. My bad. Goes over to Quest. After a pretty dominant early game from Quest,
Quest Esports
it took them a little bit in order to pull out that game one like win. Let's be honest. It kind of like they needed reminding
10 seconds
that Weaver
remaining.
can absolutely just destroy the buildings.
5 seconds
Um,
remaining.
So I wonder what changes we will see. So far, none really in the draft, and PSG Quest, they go with the first pick Pango. So they want Noob on that hero once again, and I can't really blame him. He did absolutely amazing in the first game.
Ten seconds remaining.
Put on a master display of the Pango.
5 seconds
Maybe played a little
remaining.
bit aggressive at some times, but he was feeling himself. You can't blame him for that. You can't blame him for that. Would you blame an artist for painting? Think about it. Think about it. Darkseer Ban as well responded. And a Dark Willow was what Entity went with, first pick. And it did do what I felt to be quite a good job in that first game. We'll see if they go with it again. No, this time they go for the Weaver, taking it away from Quest. They saw the power. They saw Weaver free shot of racks, and they're like, okay, wait a second, can we do that?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I think it's a good pickup. I think it allows them to be a bit more aggressive. I think this may be a dumb statement, but bear with me. I do think that Weaver kind of does what Chaos Knight wants to do, but just way quicker in the current meta. Like, don't get me wrong, Chaos Knight's very strong, and obviously he has a stun and stuff like that. But he wants to be very aggressive. He wants to use his item timings, and go. Weaver, I feel like, just gets those item timings quicker. He's easier to pilot because of Shikuchi. And much
10
more
seconds remaining.
slippery. So I think it's a good
5
pickup here for
seconds
what
remaining.
Entity want to accomplish. Any weird bans? I mean, you could still ban out Dark Willow. Both teams seem to really, well, not both teams. We've seen Entity really value it, putting it out on the first pick. I'm not sure
Entity's turn to
you
ban.
want to let Entity necessarily have it for free here. So they're going to get rid of the Slardar, get rid of the anti-armor, and the stuns are pretty oppressive.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
See what else has
remaining.
come out here. Entity have all the time in the world for this ban. You know, they may want to get rid of oh god, my brain. They could get rid of Enigma.
Entity's
Obviously the black
turn to
holes
pick.
weren't gigantic, but Enigma's just so strong right now, it feels like. So may have been what they wanted to get rid of, but no, they get rid of the Rubik instead. Means they might be picking something they don't want spells stolen from, so they could go back for the
10
Dark Willow.
seconds remaining.
I think I'd like to
5
see an
seconds
Underlord picked
remaining.
up a little bit quicker by one of these two teams. It's very often it's getting banned out in the last phase. In fact, I think in every draft. Right, I had to take a call last game. Can I get a quick 23-second summary of what happened? Absolutely. Quest stomped the early game, floundered the mid game, floundered the late game, lost the team fight, realized they could take high ground, and then won. That's about it. We're going to get a
10 seconds
Grimstroke.
remaining.
A classic counter to Pango. Grimstroke and Bloodseeker are kind of the two that, you know, you kind of go for.
Quest Esports turn to pick.
Enchantress.
And Enchantress coming out. This is a completely different draft than the last game. Absolutely love to see it. Ban the clock here. Here's pure counter. Yeah, I am surprised neither team has banned it. Quest can even pick it right now. They have the chance.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What do you think the problem is with Entity? All very good players, but can't win a match to save their lives. I mean, in that game, it was the laning stage. Just
Entity's
kind of
turn to pick.
didn't do great. And yet, PSG Quest, they will be picking up the clockwork. Their laning stage feels a little bit strange. Their safe lane just couldn't really get off the ground in that game. Chaos Knight was a bit of a non-factor, which is why I'm happy to see the Weaver, because I feel like Weaver gives you so much agency as a position 1.
10
And
seconds
Watson
remaining.
should really be able to have impact this game, you would hope.
5 seconds remaining.
But I also think it is worth noting, the reason Europe has 2 qualifier slots is Europe is a stacked region. These players are all very good. Like we meme, you know, Na'Vi took the they took the portal into the waiting arms
10
of their
seconds
opponent.
remaining.
But like these players are all extremely good. This region is
5 seconds
stacked.
remaining.
So when you're seeing Entity like lose these games, like I think it's just worth looking at who their opposition is. You know, PSG Quest, this is not a team that you sniff at. These are all great players that if you took them to another region, PSG Quest would be the number 1 NA team. I know that's not like a big deal, but they would. They would absolutely destroy the region. They would go toe-to-toe. Sorry, is Eri gone? Is Eri here? Okay, I can slander China a bit. They would go to China and they would do a great job against a lot of the top-tier China teams. Like, a lot of these teams are very good. And so we're seeing... Oh, damn it, he's here. There's a little bit of slander. Little bit of floundering from both sides, but this is also, you know, it's a TI qualifier. You're going to play a little weird. You're going to play a little bit safe. Oh, God, Bianca's here as well. No, run away.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Falcons, like...
5 seconds remaining.
It's crazy to think how good Falcons are. And I do often think that both of these teams are a little bit, you know, they're a little bit disregarded, but just, you know, if you put Entity back, this Entity stack like 3 years ago, they probably win a major, I would imagine. Just goes to show how far Dota has come. I haven't said who's been picked. It's going to be PSG Quest going for the Chaos Knight this time. So we will see if Chaos Knight was the problem. I always think that is a little bit of a baller move. It's like, hey, you lost with this hero? That's fine. We'll pick it. Let me show you how to play this. Storm Spirit picked up. Center Wall Runner picked up. Is this a support Weaver?
5
Or are they
seconds
last
remaining.
picking their support? Interesting. Worth noting, they don't have much synergy with Grimstroke right now. It is purely Storm Spirit. I know they didn't pick the Grimstroke necessarily to play around it. It's more just to counter Pango. You just ulti the Pango and he can't move. But, yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Entity's turn to ban.
Troll Warlord ban. So, yeah, PSG Quest, they're looking at this Weaver as a support. They think they need their POS 1. Enigma immediately gotten rid of. And do they get rid of Underlord here? I feel like it's quite a good Underlord game.
10 seconds remaining.
For
5 seconds remaining.
yeah, for PSG Quest. I was trying to think if anything weird has slipped through. I mean, Night Stalker's slipped through. PSG Quest could go for that. The King of all kings, Sumail. So true. Listen, Al Gaib. Yeah, gonna be Nigma up next. That is the next best of 3. Nigma
Quest
first OG.
Esports turn to ban.
They're gonna get rid of Puck. Interesting. So they're thinking maybe Pango is off lane. Obviously, there is always the flex potential, but I mean, Noob is probably asking for the hero. He's like, guys, did you see me game 1? Just give me the hero back. Like, what? I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They couldn't tinker. No one can tinker. It is not allowed. It is not allowed. Tinker is permaban. Actually, we turned off Tinker. I say we. I work for Valve now. We've turned off Tinker for TI. You know, out of spite. There's no reason. Just out of spite. Last ban coming out here from PSG Quest. We'll see if. I mean, Entity again. They can still decide. They have last pick. They can decide to put this Weaver on pos 1. It's not a good Tinker game. It's never a good Tinker game.
Quest Esports turn.
They're gonna get rid of Slug. Okay, interesting. And their last pick, Brew. Okay, so 2 heroes from Entity's draft last time. They're just like, okay, like we can win with Chaos Knight, we can win with Brew. You can't though. Crazy for you. Sucks to be you. And it's Disruptor, so it is a carry Weaver. They decided. They like the carry matchup. And the Static Storm coming out. I mean, we saw how good Static Storm is against Brewmaster. We'll see if Brewmaster goes for that, rushed Radiance once again. Where is the hate for Tinker coming from? It's coming from the fact that I just hate Tinker. I've played this game since Dota, like Dota 1, Dota All-Stars, and I have always hated Tinker. It comes from the very bottom of my soul, my psyche, my heart of hearts. It is who I am as a person. If I no longer hate Tinker, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't really have any strong opinions on either of these drafts. I think it's funny that Quest have picked both the POS 1 and the POS 3 of Entity's last game. And I think if they win that, Entity's mental is gone. But I don't necessarily favor any particular team in the draft, but I'm not the analyst, so what does my chat think? What does my real analysts think? My real ones think? While you guys get back to me, let me tell you who's playing what where. Over on the side of Quest, we have Duckalus on the support Enchantress. We have Amar on the support Clockwork. We have Noob once again on the mid Pangolier, Malik on the position 3 Brewmaster, and last but not least, we have TA2000 on the CK. After a great performance on Weaver, we see Entity picking up Watson, the position 1 Weaver himself. DM on that POS 3 Centaur. No one on the mid Storm Spirit. Fishman on the support Disruptor, and Katomi on the support Grimstroke. You think one of those teams will win? My God. You should invest in a sip of water. These are all such good. God, I have the best analysts. You'll believe one of these teams will have to go for the lower bracket. My God. This is why I chat on my true analysts. Oh yeah, no prediction was started. Let me
30 seconds to battle.
Who wins game 2? West Entity. Let's give you a slower time. Oh, there we go. It's been put up. Thank you, mods.
The battle begins.
Well, the smokes are used. Shikuchi moved forward from Watson, but it is still a 2 for 2 in terms of the bounty runes. God, imagine if you could change your vote. Like, you have 5 minutes to vote right now. You could just wait 5 minutes, see if somehow one of these teams get a team wipe, and then go from there. We would make a terrible betting website. Over in the top lane, Watson and Fishman once again going against Malik and Omar. This double melee lane against a double range lane. It's going to be what I feel to be pretty hard for the Brewmaster. DM and Katomi once again going against TN. They're going to hit the stun. Going to try and get a little bit of poke. And there's the enchant to get the slow. But Grimstroke there with the stroke of fate to slow everything down. Meanwhile, Fishman gets quite low top, and both the couriers are the supports. Oh my god, couriers are dying left and right. It's a pandemic. What the hell?
Radiant's courier.
Stop! Hey, stop! Pause! Everyone hydrate! 4 couriers just died. What the hell? Okay, we get the go again. Emergency hydration has happened. The only courier still alive feels like it's Grimstrokes. My god, every courier. Okay, stuns thrown down in the bottom lane just to get the poke going. Onto Centaur. Enchant used by the Enchantress to keep the creeps going. Give them a little bit better trading materials. Meanwhile, Clockwork go on Watson. Shikuchi on cooldown for 9 seconds, but Omar needs to back up there as the bug is on him and he can't really take the time to get rid of it. A glimpse back, and I feel like I'm seeing double. As this is exactly how it happened last time, but this time Watson is the one to strike back. This disruptor Weaver lane shows its power once again. And first blood going to be picked up by Watson. That is definitely how you want your Weaver to start the game. On the bottom lane, tanky heroes be tanky. It's very hard for either side to really go on the other, but they're going to try here. The stun hits on the Centaur. Half health, blood grenade thrown in. He's slowed, he's taking damage. There's the heal coming in from Douglas, but TA moves a lot faster than him, and it is enough. Double edge coming out from DM there, puts him in the ground. Enchantress already healing up, means she is going to be absolutely fine, but Entity, they've come to this second game angry. Like, I can't believe we lost our lanes that hard last game, and they pick our cause? And they're punishing them for it. Oh, no one. Gonna get the stun onto Noob. Had a good, dominant performance in the first game on his Dragon Knight. Looking to do the same again. As Noob really mainly excelled after the laning stage. Now Malik getting gone on here. Glimpse already used. 17 seconds. Cogs from Omar. Gonna kick them out. One will hit. The second will not. But again, it's this threat in the lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, no one getting gone on Noob. Doesn't have any mana. They're not going to manage to get the kill here. But the Storm having a tough time despite the last hit advantage. Norb going for his bounty rune. Now, stun on the Centaur Wall Runner.
Dire are scanning.
Nothing really going to come of it. And these lanes feel very all or nothing when it comes to their aggression. Like, you're not poking. It's just like, okay, we're going to go now. We're going to get a kill. That is how it all works. We have decided you will die now. Ooh, a good courier kill. On to Weaver's courier. Will delay his treads. Oh, another stun, but it's only on the creep this time. Meanwhile, Noob diving past the tier 1 here. Trying to take up as much space as he can. There is a disruptor in the area. Omar is as well, but he's only level 2. Can't really get much done. Noob now showing on the wave. Puts down a ward, and Clockwork shows himself as well. Gets the Storm in the cogs. And this could be a kill. Noob has Swashbuckle, doesn't seem to want to use it. Instead, just farming up the creeps. Lets his Clockwork die. The aggression getting punished. Now Enchantress in the area. Still only level 5 on the Storm Spirit. No zip. Has Shield Crash. And lands directly on his head, getting the kill. But Watson, he's in the area. There is the stun from Katomi. And the kill. He tries to get himself denied, but it's not going to happen. Watson will pick up the last hit. Enchantress going to get pulled back with the glimpse. And Quest just getting absolutely punished this game for all of their aggression. An Entity picking himself up a double kill. 3 kills already on this Weaver. Done on the Chaos Knight just to get a last hit though. And Quest are like, guys, it worked last game. What's happening? Noob now in a lot of trouble. Storm doesn't have 6 yet, but it's another glimpse on to the Pango. Clockwork is at least there with the Cogs. Fishman getting the right clicks, and Watson shows back up. They're trying to get the heal onto Noob. He jumps down to the low ground, and there it is, the heal and the shield. So he should be fine, but it's fine. It's like everyone just go mid, fight mid. Watson feels like he's sabotaging his lane a bit, letting Brew really get back into this as he's been free farming up in the top lane for like two whole minutes. Now Noob gets 6 first because of all the heroes that have been in this mid lane. And the roll-ups, they just start stacking up and there's just nothing you can do. No one gonna go down. They find the Cogs and Katomi again, and their aggression no longer getting punished. There's the stun, at least on the Grinstroke. Gonna slow down Pango, but he has Swashbuckle if he even needs it, as Omar will pick up that kill.
Radiant are scanning.
And Quest, they kind of shake themselves out. They're like, oh yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. That's how it's supposed to go. This is how we win. Storm, now level 6. A lot harder to kill. Oh, gonna pull back the creep.
Dire's top tower is
Nothing
under
in
attack.
particular going on in the mid lane anymore. But I mean, and this is the story as well. The CK free farming, this Brew free farming.
Radiant's middle tower
Just no
is under
real
attack.
punishment on these side lanes because they've been so focused on the mid fight. And any net worth advantage that Entity have is just slowly whittling away. Let's see what... Okay, guys. Is Brew going for Radiance? He is. He's going first time Radiance. Okay. There is an epidemic. There is an epidemic. Heading over to the net worth. Pango in the lead after those solo kills. Douglas tries to get the haste room, but no one bowls it up. Gonna get the stun on the Enchantress. Not level 6 yet, but gets the heal off. It's level 2, so it takes a while to bring her down. Noob in the area, does have roll up. No one will eventually manage to pick up that kill. Has the haste, jumps forward with it. And Noob doesn't want to fight, so both the supports will die for the sins of their father. There's no one gets that double kill. Brew just farming away in the top lane and does not want to leave. CK going for that armlet, having a much better game than Watson was. You need Radiance on Brew. I'm not surprised. I've just got, you know, PTSD from that last game where the Brew didn't go BKB.
Calm down.
Until, like, it felt quite late. And Brew just taking over this top lane, doing what he can to get back into this game after a rough early start. Omar getting levels mid. But it's a smoke from both supports here from Entity. And this could be just death for Clockwork as they jump forward with the stun for Katomi. And there's nothing the little Clockwork can do here. We'll get rid of the silence, but Glim's back. and walks right into the Remnant. No mana on no one, though. There may be something to do here. Static Storm will be used. That means Brew can't split, but Dukelis on the sidelines. Stampede used, and they're going to go forward with it. Malik finally going to be able to get the ulti off. Grimstroke going to hit the ulti on to Pango, onto Enchantress. But Brew Split was used, and they're getting nothing for it. No kills. Nothing to be found.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're at least going to start chipping away at the tier 1. But a good fortify means it's not the Earth Bruling that gets it. Fishman in the area. Feeling confident to go for the deny. Doesn't get it. Then there's a jump forward from Noob with the swashbuckle and the double jump.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
No one. Jumps onto Noob. He still has Rolling Thunder. If he can get it off, silenced. Then stunned. Can he do it? Doesn't even seem to need it to survive as no one jumps out. Swashbuckle there, the double jump! Dodged by no one.
Is under attack.
Sparvel, why is that Arteezy slander in my chat? Don't do this to me, buddy. Don't do this to me.
Thanks.
Now, double smoke here from the supports from Entity. They want to keep this momentum going.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Keep the pressure on. Don't give Quest the space to recover from this early game. It does kind of already feel like they've got it as the armlet is online for Quest. Pulls back DM, does have a lovely stun there. Rolling Thunder from Noob though. It's going to slow this one down. Katomi does have ulti to try and slow down TA, who is just absolutely melting. DM going to get a kill with the Stampede. Dukelis is here, but it's a beautiful Static Storm on the two supports. Watson going to start trying to kill the Enchantress, but she's just unkillable. Noob will get the shield crash, so it's all in all a 1-for-1. But it could have been so much more.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Centaur for a CK though. I think you're pretty happy with that if you're Entity. Getting all that pressure down, but maybe Quest can look to get something done here. Now they know Static Storm is down, but Rolling Thunder's on cooldown, so probably not. Hey Dalo G, welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here.
Dire's top tower.
Remaster still heading towards that Radiance. God, there's such a bad build path, isn't it? You just feel so useless until you get Sacred Relic.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
They will get the top tower. Got a little bit more gold in the pocket of the Brew.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
DM heading towards that blink deck. Let's have a look at items in general, actually. Enchantress going for that Dragon Lance, the I'm a support wink wink build. Clockwork going for the Pavis. Pango has an Orchid very early, going for the Blink Dagger next. Brew, as we know, going for the Radiance Chaos Knight. Almost has an Orchid of his own after going for the Armlet. Weaver going for that Desolator, so again, no Maelstrom. Centaur has the Blade Mount, going for that Blink. Storm Spirit going for an Orchid of his own. Disruptor. Oh, poor Disruptor. Going for the Mana Boots. That's a very poor game. And Katomi just wants his shard. There's a smoke up here from the Diet. Storm Spirit and the two supports. Once again, looking for trouble. They're going to Stampede for top. Try and keep Watson alive is the aim of the game. Omar is here. Weaver has ulti, but it doesn't look like he's going to use it. Meanwhile, they get the kill on the CK.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
In the mid lane, so both POS 1s get gone on. However, it is Quests that get punished.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Are scattered.
And Entity knocking on the tier 1 tower.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Will claim it. And no one having a great game in this Storm. Top of the net worth. Of course, Noob also a force to be reckoned with on this Pango. It's already made a lot of plays. But neck and neck. These teams feel very evenly matched in the mid game. Now the Dire still grouping up, and it's this gank squad of Grim, Disruptor, and Storm. Got a smoke out here from the support duo of Quest. What can they get done with this? They have Clockwork ulti.
Radiant's
And they're also going to bring in Noob, who will farm with the smoke. It's a farming smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yep, bald are tomorrow. And so nothing to be found with the smoke. Again, just making some space for this brute to get the Radiance. Finally has the Sacred Relic. He can practically taste the full Radiance now.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they've both decided to trade each other's jungle. 1k gold lead, finally set in stone here for Entity. Oh, and a regen rune for no one. This feels big. And they know it. They have the fight. They're going to pop it forward. There is the stun onto Noob. And they know there's nothing to do, but a lovely stun there from DM. The glimpse back on the Clockwork. He tries to walk away from his Enchantress. Says, take me instead. No, 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 not the Enchantress. Wait, no, 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 no. And Enchantress just getting body blocked. And my God, the heals coming out on this hero. She just lives for so long. The stun. They finally bring her down, and Clockwork's the one who gets away.
Radiant are scanning.
And it's definitely something to be said. Entity, through both of these games, it feels like even when Entity were behind, they were using their power runes a lot more efficiently than Quest. Desolator online on the Weaver. He's going to start dishing out a lot of damage in these team fights. Chaos Knight does have his Orchid, though. This may be the go time, though he doesn't seem to have any interest in trying to enforce it. They see no one. Homage is like, wait a minute, was that a Storm Spirit? Wait a goddamn, wait, what? Oh, a hook onto the range creep, tries to get him in the cogs, but doesn't quite manage it. And TA going for his BKB next. Is creeping up in the net worth, managing to farm up while that brute now has his Radiance. Going for his shard next. Will we see Brew go BKB before travels? Oh, TA wants the power rune down bot, gets an arcane rune. Now Quest. Look like they posturing aggressively, but every time they've done this game, they haven't really managed to find anyone.
Under attack.
Jump back from Noob. He's going to use Rolling Thunder. Does not want to risk anything. And head straight towards Storm. The Centaur in the area has that blink, has the Stampede. There could be a fight here for Entity. CK in the area, uses his ulti to push the wave, has an arcane rune. Again, both teams playing very safe. TI on the line. You don't want to go to that losers bracket. You don't want to go up against Team Bold. I mean, that you just know you're going home, right? Did I say bold? I meant bald. Listen, it's been a long day.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Diet just farming up to get towards their items. That BKB now coming out to the Storm Spirit. While DM heading towards a Lotus Orb. Already has the plate mount. Giving him some much needed armor. Not really much going on in the map though. Both teams
gift
seem
from the
quite
tempest
happy
of
to just farm. The Weaver heading down into that bottom lane to farm the camps. They will reclaim vision in the middle side of the map, Entity. And this CK has just been very happily farming. Brewmaster catching up now that he has the Radiance and is, by the looks of it, going to go for the BKB before Boots of Travel.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Love to see it. And the Dire just happy to let the Radiant farm.
Tower is under attack.
Okay, they're going to go for Tormentor. I think Clockwork... Ooh, I think Clockwork die for this? Oh, it's going to be close. Okay. Gets his shard, though. Has a jetpack. Love that for him. Who is Team Bald going to disband this time? That's fighting words. Love to see that.
Boom, there it goes.
And just a slow, methodical game here. Both sides not giving up much. I will admit, makes it kind of hard to hype cast. Like, oh my god, Douglas going to get through the trees. No one going up onto the high ground. Oh, and okay, there is a glimpse back into the double silence, and surely Enchantress dies here. They do. Watson going to be one to pick up the kill. Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is if I can just start hype casting random things, someone dies. Brewmaster walks up into the high ground, walks back down. Actually, he is walking towards the enemy team. This might work. It's like cast a curse, but it's just for team fights. You just start team fights. Oh, the Dire, they're going to use this space to hit onto the Roshan. Nope, no, they're not. No, I'm a liar. They decide otherwise, but Omar walking right in towards the storm, and if no one's paying attention, gets the silence. And yeah, that's a dead Clockwork. That's unfortunate. No one's like, okay, thanks for that. Thank you. I'm putting that right in my basket. Well, Watson continues to farm up. So does the CK. Almost has his BKB. Only 100 gold away from it. And it's tense. Like, there's just a tension in the air. Both teams, they don't want to pull the trigger. Entity doing better at finding those random support picks. But all in all, neither team really wants a team fight here. Although I think it might be for separate reasons. I think Entity don't want a team fight because they're like, oh, we just win if we scale, right? While Quest are like, we don't want a team fight. I'm pretty sure we lose it. BKB up on the Chaos Knight. Now smoke up towards the Roche pit. Once again, Roche looks to be the objective. That may be the sign of the end for this game, as they all take portals up to the top lane. So the Radiant, they get to freely walk into this area. And they can start Roche themselves. Okay, TP from the Disruptor to the bottom lane. The smoke. They fake it. They find Disruptor. There is the silence. The cogs is enough. Fishman gonna die. What else can they get out of this? They spot Watson, but they don't have Hook for the long range initiation. Instead, they're gonna take what they can get and then go back into the Roche pit. No static storm now to worry about. And this Roshan does pretty fast, thanks to the CK. There it is, Aegis. Aegis? Okay, CK did not want it. And so Pango's going to pick it up. Has Ags now, or almost has Ags, sorry. Chaos Knight has his BKB going for Manta now in the mid lane. They're going to jump on the Pango. Remember, he has Aegis, so he has time to come back. Stunned up. No one going to hit the BKB, and there's Aegis gone. Now Dukan is going to be the target. Omar is here. No one hitting the meme hammer, and then just getting out. So the Aegis instantly lost there by the side of Quest, but Clockwork with a reinitiation finds the Centaur. Not exactly the target you want. Extremely tanky, and there is the ulti from Grim onto the Pango. Centaur will eventually die. Silenced up onto the Pango himself. Can't get away from this one. Entity going to be wanting to get up the kill on Watson. TA goes it down to the Weaver again. Can they get more? Looking for the Brute. It is not the last Bruling. So he will successfully get away, but Watson smells blood in the water, finds the Enchantress. There is the glimpse as well. She will manage to get the heal off before the silence hits, but it won't be enough, surely. There is the Static Storm. There are the right clicks, and wow, she just gets onto the high ground. Enchantress, way tankier than I gave her credit for.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, that was a very ballsy play there from no one. It was like, okay, I can do damage to the tower. I'm feeling it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And, yeah, I mean, that was a go-in by Quest. And they don't manage to really pull off much that fight. They only get the Centaur. Now, Chaos Knight is in the top lane. Could find someone here. Going for the Mantis Star. The Clockwork Hook misses. Once again, going for DM. The stun is there. The right clicks as well. But they just don't really have the damage. They want to keep going. Rolling Thunder is used. But again, a lovely ulti from the Grimstroke on these two. They will kill DM. And that is all they will get. But it's a good kill. And we're seeing this Grimstroke absolutely counter the Pango. It's such a weird interaction that Pango just can't move during it. You know what? Weaver just farming up, heading towards an MKB of his own. Almost level 20 for that Geminate attack damage. Oh, they're going to go on Malik again. He does have ulti. Manages to get it off with the stun on the Weaver. Even going to pull him back. So Weaver actually could be in a little bit of trouble here. The Dire are responding, but so are the Radiant. Oh, the hook just whiffs. They do get vision of him. He's salved up thanks to Fishman, who has 4 salves on him at that point. Now he may be the target. BKB used by Watson. A good ulti from TA to start things off, as they do get the kill onto Fishman, but no one in. The flyby stun doesn't hit. There's the silence, but the BKB gonna purge it off. Chaos Knight, the other one in trouble. Stunned up, silenced up. Can't be brought down though. The silent thunder. Look at Tommy again! Catches him! And Brew just stuck there. They will get DM. All in all, it is a 1 for 3, but this Grimstroke just absolutely has Pango's name in it. No one with the meme hammer is in the corner! Oh, they're gonna kill TA! Double kill from Watson, it's a triple kill for Watson! No one just feeding him everything he can! My God, the hammer in the corner with the stun. And Watson just from the high ground. My God. No one goes down swinging.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Precious bounty.
And completely turns that fight from being a disaster. And instead turns into 3 kills for his Weaver.
Radiant are scanning.
Insane. And over on the side of Quest, it was a triple kill for the Ench. That is not who you want getting the triple kill. But still, neck in neck. This game, 3k gold lead for Entity. 2k gold lead for Entity. As both these teams proving themselves here. But Entity are the ones that want to pull the trigger once again. Looking for a fight. No smoke. Noob pops the clarity, shows himself mid. Instinct moving as a group, but not initiating anything yet. Noob knows he's going on the mid lane. Will get the hit. There's the stun from Omar. Hits the hook. There is the cogs. And Storm trying to get out here. He's almost dead. Oh, and we get a pause. Everyone, if you're new around here, you need to hydrate. Okay, you need to hydrate when it's paused. So I hope you just drowned yourself because it was not.
It's okay. I give you
It was not a quick. It was not a long pause.
A golden thread.
In fact, I'm gonna drink outside of a pause because I didn't get to drink. I was too busy telling you guys to drink. God, whoever invented water is an MVP. You know what I'm saying?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
DM. Pops Douglas immediately blinks away. Does not want that smoke. Watson has the Monkey King bar now.
regeneration.
Regeneration on Noob, on the Pango.
Tower is under attack.
And he will just slowly
Radiant's bottom
but
tower
surely
is under attack.
destroy this tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
As Entity constricts the map, but still very close. You know, I don't typically look. I'm going to look at the win percentage. Wow, okay.
Dire's top tower is under
I thought this was
attack.
way closer than they do. Okay. Win percentage at 75%.
Dire are scanning.
Scan coming out from the Dire, but they won't find anyone in it. As Quest are too busy doing the Tormentor. Going to get the Shard there for Chaos Knight. He has his Manta now queued up a heart.
Radiant are scanning.
Once again, Entity in the driver's seat. They've smoked up and they're looking for clues.
Oh!
They're not going to find anyone though. As they rotate into the mid lane. Brewmaster has the BKB. Going to go for the Manta next. Have a look at items. Actually, we haven't done that in a little while. Pango has his Ags, has his Orchid, has his Blink. Now going to go for travels into the AC. Ench has her Hurricane Pike. Going to go for a gem next. Buckwork with the Solar Crest. Going to go for the Crimson Guard. Meanwhile, over the side of the Diet, no one, of course, has his Meme Hammer. We've seen it used with such dexterity. The Orchid, the BKB as well. Weaver has the MKB. Trying to finish up that Daedalus. Ooh, he breaks the smoke. Disruptor going for the Ags next. A long way away. And Grimstroke just has the Aether Lens because that's all he needs. He just needs to press Soul Blind on, on Rolling Thunder. That's it. That's all he needs to do. No one zipping, zapping, looking around. Roche is up. But Quest, I doubt they want to start it while Fishman's alive. So just going to play around the Roche bit. The Dire posturing down here in the bottom lane. Parasma up for the Storm Spirit. And they get vision of them coming in. Weaver going around for the flank. Will pop out the bugs. And that Storm goes on to the CK. There's the follow-up stun. And he just melts. Omar going to go in, but it feels too little too late. And my God, am I correct? He just gets absolutely blown up. BKB TP out from the Brewmaster. Glimpse onto Douglas as he tries to escape.
Dire's courier.
And this feels like a pretty free Roche for the Dire. That's it. Gets taken care of by Entity. And you just see how quickly someone dies here when Entity can focus them. They see the CK, Everyone just hits this guy. He's dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No real time to react. I'm surprised they gave the Aegis to the Weaver instead of the Storm Spirit, but I guess he's trying to hit high ground. Now, tier 2 top, the last one left for the Radiant. Will be taken care of. There's not much they can really do with this, and Chaos Knight gonna actually go for a Silver Edge instead of the Heart. Doesn't think he can survive the damage. Instead, going to go for evasiveness. And, I mean, let's be honest. I'm assuming there's going to be a Game 3. And I would very much imagine that Weaver is going to be first banned. Douglas getting some vision as far as he can. DM. Just going to D-ward. Has the gem. And Quest restricted to their high ground. They do have an amplified damage rune on the Pango. So what can they get done here? Rolling Thunder going to be used, and they go in. The support is the first one. He knows he needs to get rid of him with that ultimate. Can they do it? No. He doesn't get conjoined to anyone yet. Oops, quickly does, but Watson just standing his ground and hitting him. He just kills him. Noob has to buy back to try and help here. No one going to jump out. They find Disruptor in the backline, but they can't kill him. They don't have the vision. They don't have the detection. And Noah once again with the meme hammer. The hook will finally hit Fishman. He gets the Static Storm off. And no one goes into the clockwork. He gets the stun. Jumps back out. TA. He's dangerous. He has the silence. They're going to right-click him down. It's a double kill for this Chaos Knight. What else can they do? Watson charges in. And his Aegis pops. Buyback for the Clockwork, running back into the fight. TA has a stun here. What can they do? Gem is on the floor. They maybe could have used that in order to kill that Weaver. But Watson will escape. Oh, no. It is a good fight there for Quest. But it took, what? I think it was 2 buybacks? Yeah, because Pango bought back, Clockwork bought back. So it's tough out here. Quest, though, they're going to reclaim parts of the map. Keep farming up. Try and keep up in the net worth. And Chaos Knight says, no, actually, I don't want Silver Edge. I don't know whose idea that was, but that was not me. Instead, gonna go for the heart, get that extra tankiness. Oh, we reached 7 hours. There you go, 7 hours of casting. Oh, DM. Finds Douglas and immediately blinks away.
Well, look at that.
Now, Radiant. Just again, splitting up, trying to get everything they can while the Dire group up. Looking to take an advantage out of this. Level 26 on the Weaver. That extra Geminate attack. Doing so much in these team fights. 6 slotted on the Weaver. Going Swift Blink afterwards, probably to replace the Dragon Lance. Just going to farm the wave with that stun. I was like, oh wow, what's he stunning? 3 Radiant Heroes down in the bottom side of the map. They may be able to catch this Centaur War Runner who has a shield rune going. Lol, JK. Oh, Noob walks into them. Manages to get the Rolling Thunder off though. Goes for the TP. will get glimpsed, but does not work on the Rolling Thunder. That was a very close one there. Storm Spirit, no one has had such a good game, and they're going to continue it as they find the Pango. The Hex is there. They have the damage. No Rolling Thunder this time, and now he's dead for 100 seconds. The high ground just got a whole lot easier to break through.
And it's off.
As the Dire come in like a tide, washing across the seabed, they will eventually erode the defenses. Malik tries to clear the wave, not going to happen, as there is a fortify, and Watson going to start the slow siege. The jump forward from no one doesn't manage to find anyone, but he doesn't need to. The towers are the real objectives here. Malarax falls.
Radiant structures.
Range Rack's gonna be left to the mercy of the creeps, thanks to the fortification. Oh, jump forward from the Clockwork and the Storm. He's on the Brewmaster, but they're melting through DM. He doesn't even get Stampede off. Meanwhile, no one on the back line. They will get the ulti off onto Brew. No one needs to back out. Can Quest find anyone on the way out with this Brew? They'll see Fishman. They get the cleanse onto the Glimmer Cape. Impetus is there. They put the Weaver up into the air. Fishman gonna get his ulti off, and they can't kill him. He just TP's out from the trees. What a play from Fishman there. Oh no, a 1 for 0. And you get them off your high ground. But if you're Quest, you're kind of like, damn, we could have gotten more there. Because no one did jump the Brewmaster. Almost got the kill before he got the split off. Just doesn't quite have the damage. Meanwhile, a regen picked up by the Storm Spirit. Already had a lot of mana regen, let's be honest, but a Storm can always use more. Gets the Wisdom Rune just once it's level 25 at this point. T8 now has his heart after getting the kill on DM. I'm going to finish up his Bloodthorn. And Weaver no longer going to go for the Swift Blink. Instead, queuing up that Lincoln Sphere. Doesn't want any instant disables to get him. And Centaur going for a heart of his own. And Storm, kind of sick-slide here, could replace Boots.
Jackpot.
Disruptor has their Ags now as well. There is a lot of tools in the bag of Entity right here. Feels like Quest have to play out of their minds to get through this. It's a smoke from Entity on all 5. And CK might just be the target. He's in the wave, no one ready to jump. His smoke breaks. Entity. Sorry, TA, with his ninja gear, will go out of sight. And it's so tense. They know if they find them, if they get the initiation, the fight's probably over. There's the smoke for them. Miraculous not going to be in this due to right-clicking during it. That does mean he can clear creep waves. And if your Ench is the first to be gone on, you're not that sad about it. But Storm Spirit does have his 25, the bounce on Overload. The jump forward from DM, it's a lovely double stun, one onto the Brew. They're both there, but Omar once again onto the back line. Watson is the target. They're trying to right-click him, but the stun onto the CK. He didn't use BKB, and Watson's just 1v3ing, but they get him! They're gonna get the kill! The kill streak is claimed! Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, they do kill Brew, who bought back and died. Can they get more? Quest on the hunt. They need everything they can get. Weaver buys back. He's on his way. He's here. He's going to do the damage. Noob jumps in with the Hex onto Pango. Means he can't do anything here. They're all stuck in their own cogs. And they need to get out as soon as possible. CK on the run. 3 dead on the side of Quest. Omar tries to jetpack TP away, but it is not enough.
Told you a storm was coming.
And it looked like a good fight from Quest when they got the kill on Weaver. But Brew with the dieback instantly as well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It may be the nail in the coffin here for Quest. We may be going to, for the first time today, a game 3, but a lovely hook from Omar accidentally puts him in the cogs instead of pushing him back. CK still around, still strong. Oh, they find the Centaur. He's slowly melting, but he melts the Elus with the return damage. TA's dead, no buyback. Clogwood's dead, no buyback. Enchantress, the only one left to defend the base. And I don't care how hard to kill you are not defending this. Brew up in 17 seconds. Maybe they can buy time. Maybe they can delay. But no. Watson gonna pick up the kill. And if it's not game right now, it will at least be Megas. As the Meteor Hammer flies through. I'm not even sure they necessarily need it when they have the Weaver. But Quest, not ones to call GG until their throne is exposed. And the Hex onto the Brewmaster. Can he get his ulti off? Pulled back into the Static Storm. He's getting ticking low, and he's dead. Pango trying to kill a support in the meantime. But he can't manage it. The Stampede used to keep him alive. And what can the Pango do? Instantly hexed outside of his Rolling Thunder. Silenced up, trying to right-click. And they call GG. Guys, for the first time today, we are going to a game 3. Go get a drink, go get a snack. We're going for the long haul. As Entity strike back in game 2, they say, hey, this Weaver here is actually pretty good. And they prove it is. They absolutely prove it is. 1-1. First 1-1 of the best of 3s today.
10 seconds
And, I didn't get to say it during the break there, but thank you everyone for being here, making the cast a much more endurable experience. I appreciate it.
10 seconds.
And thank you to everyone who's followed. We've had a few subs as well, so thank you for that.
Esports turn to ban.
And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being my analysts.
10
Quest
seconds
Esports.
remaining.
Also noticed a bit of love on the Reddit, which has been, that's been really fantastic as well. And Weaver doesn't get banned, but it does get first picked, and Quest are the one to do it. So this Weaver is 2-0 this series.
10 seconds.
Entity
remaining.
will need to break the trend and somehow find a way to beat this Weaver. Do they have it? Do they have that secret sauce? I'm not sure they do. I'm going to be honest with you. This Weaver has just looked unstoppable in these games. Even in the fights where he dies, the CK managing to burst down that Weaver. He's just... The rest of the team, it takes so much to kill him that the rest of the team are just completely fine with handling what's left. But we'll see. If any team's going to have the answers, surely they'll go for it. And it's going to be a first big enigma. And they say, what's really good against a bug? Literally one of the strongest things in the entire universe, a black hole. What rank am I? I am Ancient 5. I am bad, but I like getting excited about Dota. So welcome to the stream.
5 seconds remaining.
Lovely to have you here.
Quest Esports turn to ban.
That's an interesting question, by the way. Animu, and this isn't to single you out at all, but I've had a few people ask my rank. Is there like a rank that you would be like, oh God, no?
Entities
It's fine if the answer's
turn
yes,
to
by the way.
ban.
No judgment. I'm just genuinely interested while we're going through these bans here. Yes. Okay, good to know. Good to
10
know.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'd assume someone would have to be at least competent at Dota to understand what's happening. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, if I was Herald, you're like, this guy's not even going to know what the spells do. No, which analyst I'm taking seriously, which is a jokester. Oh yeah, no, I'm a hype caster. My chat are my analysts. I am purely here to yell, get loud, get hyped, and enjoy the plays.
Quest Esports turn to
Well, we do get Storm once again, so no one running it back. Had an amazing game 2 on this hero. There was a little bit of clownery in the mid lane in terms of the 5-man plays early on, but overall did so much this game.
10 seconds remaining.
Ancient 5 is good enough. I think Legend or
5
lower would be
seconds
questionable.
remaining.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Just come back from work. Super excited to be able to listen to Ven's casting instead of OD Pixel. Oh, you sweet talk. OD Pixel's the GOAT. OD Pixel's the GOAT. Is that who's casting right now on the official stream? I have not checked. I know that it started with Cinderin and oh my god, how am I forgetting his name? Oh god, how am I forgetting his name? That sounds so disrespectful. They're a good duo, I promise. Suns fan, that's it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know it started off with them. I went to hydrate, ended up hydrating for 30 minutes while I lost all of my points. Worth. Bit too loud for you? You may be in the wrong place. I also get quite loud. But I appreciate you giving me the chance. OD and FOD, classic combo. Such a good casting duo. I think the casting duo I miss the most is Caps and Blitz. Like, I understand Blitz went and coached, but man, I really loved them as a duo cast. Long time picking up on the second pick here for PSG Quest.
Quest Esports turn to
And they're going to go with Puck. They go for the mid matchup, and they give themselves a nice mobile mid. Couldn't go back for the Pango. Like, been told of an audio issue. Just going to fix that
10
now.
seconds remaining.
Should be all fixed. Please let me know.
Mereska has arrived.
Awesome. Loud equal true. So true.
10 seconds remaining.
And we do have the Dark Willow getting through. Got first pick in the
5
first game, and in
seconds
our
remaining.
first best of 3, it was first picked both games. So interesting to see it go this deep. Clockwork was banned. The AoE Fear, a good deterrent for a black hole. We'll see what entity go with. Both of these teams used up a lot of their reserve times already. And I do feel like Entity, of course, they've kind of looking to solve the Weaver issue with that Enigma and that Storm
Quest
Spirit.
Esports turn
And
to
the Centaur offlane. Interesting. Okay. So what? So it's a support Enigma. Okay. Interesting.
10 seconds remaining.
This draft got a whole lot more
5
interesting.
seconds remaining.
I wonder what PSG's response to this is, because I feel like a support Enigma is very feast or famine, right? Like,
Quest
its
Esports
laning
turn to
is everything. Has a 59% win rate on Pro Tracker? Really? My God, okay. Vengeful Spirit, okay. They're going to try and stop the
10 seconds remaining.
the black hole with that. Reddit brought you
5
here.
seconds
Love that for you.
remaining.
Absolutely love that for you. Welcome here. Densor. Oh God. I literally, when I read your name, when I started reading your name, I was like,
Entities
don't read the
turn to
name. Densort Loss. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. Laning is everything, but it's so reliable as Enigma. True. True. Yeah, and especially because as your Enigma 5, or 4, you don't have to focus on last hits. You can just get
10
the denies.
seconds remaining.
Entities
Put you in a
turn to
really
ban.
nice place. Beastmaster, going to be what Entity decide to ban out. Troll Warlord. That's what PSG Quest go for. I really like Troll Warlord right now. I think he's very fun.
10 seconds remaining.
So what will PSG Quest go for
Esports
here
turn
for their
to ban.
offlaner? They could, of course, always put the Venge offlane. We have seen that to varying degrees. But I doubt that's what they'll go for. Brew going to be banned. We could see an Underlord here. I'm not
10
necessarily
seconds remaining.
sure it's good, but we could see it. Actually, it's not that bad. It's
5
good against the
seconds
Stampede. It's good
remaining.
against the Storm Spirit. Last ban here for PSG Quest. Trying to ban out any POS 1 that they feel like could have a good matchup for Weaver. They may even ban out the
Quest
CK.
Esports
No, they're going to
turn
ban out the Ursa.
Entities turn to pick.
And they do go for the under. Let's go. Let's go. Poggers. Yeah, an Entity, they do have the CK open, so you may get your wish. Brood was played today. It was played by
10
Pure.
seconds remaining.
They crushed with it.
5 seconds remaining.
Playing Weaver is very hard versus Night Stalker. I mean, it would be incredibly weird to go for a Night Stalker POS 1. Right? Right? Question mark. That would be. It would be incredibly weird. I assume we're just going to see CK again. Yep, there it
You may now
is.
Select your hero.
They're just going to go for it. Both of these teams seem to very much value CK and Weaver as their POS 1s. No, I know you meant for their 3, but obviously the only way they could do it is if they put it on POS 1. Yeah. POS 1 Night Stalker in some metas. Let's see. I'm not sure how good it'd be. Yeah. I mean, the last time I remember seeing POS 1 Night Stalker was when Saberlight stood in. I can't remember what team it was for. Was it TSM? No. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, it's a POS 1 Venge. Wait, what?
10 seconds remaining.
Huh? Okay, let's go. Like, I haven't cast a POS 1 Venge yet. I love this. Let's go. I used to play so much POS 1 Venge. I'm so hyped for this. I was standing in for Pure and Entity. There you go. It is definitely brave for a game 3. You're absolutely correct. Oh, I'm so hyped for this. Oh, come on. Just go do it. Go for Battle Fury. Go for Battle Fury. I believe. Come on, TA. Come on, brother. God, someone get Crashdown back in the chat. By the way, everyone, we will be posting these VODs on YouTube I will be posting these VODs on YouTube. If not tonight, then tomorrow. Obviously, it's going to be a long VOD that I need to edit down. But if you missed any of the games and you want to hear me cast them, you will be able to. Just going to be, obviously, with a little bit of delay. Also, the VODs are automatically posted on my Twitch as well. So, obviously, feel free to go watch those if you want to. Into the game. Game 3 of this best of 3. Our second to last best of 3 here. Let me tell you who's playing what where. Over on the side of Quest. For the last time today, Dukalis going to be on that support Weaver. Omar on the support Dark Willow. Noob going to be on that mid puck. Malik on the offlane Underlord. And TA2000 on the POS 1 Vengeful Spirit. Cannot wait to see that. Watson on the POS 1 Chaos Knight. DM on the position 3 Centaur War Runner. No one once again on the mid Storm Spirit. Fishman on the position 5 Enigma. And Katomi running back the Grim Stroke support. I will be casting every single game in the qualifiers. Every single one.
30 seconds to battle.
And, you know, something really interesting about Quest is they've been doing a lot of these late smokes. And they're going to find DM, maybe. Look, this goes forward. Has the Shikuchi. What can DM do here? The stun doesn't hit. He is hit by the root, though. The blood grenade goes forward. And he's very tanky, but not tanky enough. It's going to be a first blood there for Noob. And the mid laner. The mid laner getting the first blood. Mwah. Magnifique.
The battle begins.
Now that you've seen first blood go over to the side of the Quest, don't forget you can predict who you think is going to win to get those bragging rights channel points. Because it just got a whole lot more likely that Quest were going to win this. Especially because they got it on their mid. A nice early bottle. In fact, no, he's just going to finish Null Talisman. Interesting. Okay. And the lane starts here. And is the Venge and Weaver against the Centaur and the Grimstroke. A classic combo here. Grimstroke with his E and the stun from the Centaur War Runner. I'm surprised to not see Venge with a Quelling Blade, actually. But I guess they are a universal hero, so just going for all of the stats. Underlord and the Dark Willow against this position 5 Enigma and this position 1 CK. And this Venge going to start with lane domination first, getting those denies. And in the mid lane, though, we do have another classic matchup in the Storm Spirit against the Puck. There's no one all warmed up on this pick already. And is showing it. Doubling the last hits of Noob. Oh, meanwhile, it's a pull-up. So there's blood grenades are thrown. Omar getting quite low. CK going to be one to pick up the kill. And he manages to walk away with it as well. Malik just doesn't really have the damage yet. Meanwhile, another blood grenade thrown here, but this time on the Vengeful Spirit. Both side lanes being extremely aggressive. And this Venge proving pretty hard to lane against. Oh, stun onto the Weaver. Oh, they don't have the detection, otherwise that might have been a kill. CK is 0-2 this series, yeah. Now in the mid lane, no one going to go get his water rune. And it's a nice, relaxed vibe in the mid lanes, while in the side lanes, it's just random screaming and noises. It's like, DM has the Inkswell put on him after the bugs get put from the Weaver. And there is just always the threat of violence here. Venge already has her first Wraith Band. It'll start hitting extremely hard. What can Quest do here in the off lane, though?
I'm toying with you. You understand that, right?
There's Malik going to farm up the Eidolons. Not really much else to do here. They're going to go into the Weaver. Gets the stun off. The follow-up Stroke of Fate. That's a lot of damage. Going to get the slow as well, the Shikuchi. And it's the Weaver taking the majority of the punishment here. Will back off and salve. This Venge. It's going to be really interesting to see what they can do after what is looking like quite a dominant laning stage. Has another Wraith Band on the way. Going to start hitting a lot harder. Oh, meanwhile, Omar, the target here, does get Shadow Realm off though. And is completely fine. Oh, Malik farming up those Eidolons with the Firestorm, and then they can root Fishman in a little bit of trouble. But it's going to be fine. Everything is going to be okay. No one panic. So he just dodges out the Bramble Maze and walks back underneath his tower. In the mid lane, Noob first, no one. Noob jumps forward. Just trying to get poke, trying to get those last hits, trying to get the ranged creep. Down in the bottom lane, TA. Just farming up. And another quiet laning stage from these teams. Let's have a look at what Venge has built next. Only treads queued up. Which makes a lot of sense, you know. Oh, wait, what? Down in the bottom lane. They get the Weaver. Now the Vengeful Spirit might be the target. Nope, DM just having to back out. Sorry for missing the kill, lads. Lads and ladettes. Oh my god, not again. Watson, though.
What you get?
Oh god. Okay, I need to lock in, guys. I'm locking in. Let's go. They get the kill on Watson. So it is cross-map 1-for-1, but you do lose your position 1 up in the top lane. Once you've been observing for 7.5 hours. Oh, a lovely double stun there. Weaver going to be getting caught out. They have the Ink Swell, and it will pop. Gonna get the kill. And that's quick deaths in succession there from Weaver. And Fishman is here. The TP from no one after he got level 6. TA, he can't really do anything. Doesn't have swap, doesn't have anything. And this safe lane was going so well for them and has quickly fallen apart.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Been observing for 7.5 hours. It's getting tough out here. And Fishman with a lovely rotation there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Solidifies the first blood. Everyone hydrate. Everyone hydrate. To pause. If you're new around here, we hydrate during pause. Quick, drink, drink. Okay, we get the go. We get the go. Oh, Fishman showing down in the bottom lane. They're going to get the stun there. Katomi wants to go in, but look at the damage. The combination coming out. There is the bug as well. And Fishman dies to the Weaver. TA still alive and kicking down in this bottom wave. And they want to get more. They'll find Katomi thanks to the rotation from Noob.
I'd be careful about being driven by revenge.
Storm. Oh no, he finds the puck stacks. Oh, that's so sad. Weaver is at least in the area, might be able to punish this, but he has his mana. Oh, that's so rough. Oh, gonna keep going for more. Fishman in the area though, hits the stun onto Noob. There's the Dream Core to keep himself alive. Omar with the stun onto Storm Spirit, but he's leashed, he can't get out. He won't stun any of his teammates. Weaver just standing his ground, and Omar gets the kill. Katomi gonna get a kill onto Weaver in return. Fishman trying to go back under his tower, but Noob won't let him get away. What a play.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that is the Storm and the puck dead. That is ample punishment for taking the puck stack, if I do say so myself. Noob going to get the bottle refill from their Weaver. And T8 down into the jungle has that Echo Saber queued up. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Malik going to go down to the combined strength of the Storm and the Chaos Knight. Oh, Arcane used by the Puck. Doesn't have Dream Coil. Does hit the silence. There's the root. The follow-up stun is there. Can he zip away in time for it? He manages to dodge it. Oh, Fishman going to get the stun onto the Weaver. Just Sakuchi's away. And Quest, once again, looking to be aggressive in this early game. Head over to the net worth. We do see Puck in the lead, but followed very closely by the Storm and the CK. And T8 not had the best lane here. After it started out so well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Dream Coil is used. Storm rooted up, getting quite low, and they'll go down to the Weaver. Meanwhile, Watson kills Noob, Malik kills Fishman, and Watson all alone. It's a 3v1. Can they get him? They don't have the spells to keep going. Guys, can we stop getting kills that I can't see? Can we just, guys, give me a break. Guys. DM gonna get the kill on T8 down in the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is
So all in all, a very bloody early game compared to the last 2 days in this games of this best of 3. Puck still in the lead, going for that Witchblade. The Dire, 4 people down in this bottom lane. If they spot this Weaver, you have to imagine he's dead. Katomi gonna get the vision, gonna get the silence. Storm jumps in, gets the follow-up stun. And that is one dead bug, but Noob, he's here to fight. They're trying to get the swap onto Fishman. Instead, it will be the Dream Coil. And the right-click kill from Noob. A Storm, no one, just continuing to play ballsy. Farms the camp right in front of them and then walks away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, and there's the aggressive swap into the instant silence. The stun is there. Can they kill him? It doesn't look like it. It was a good attempt. They just don't have the damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
DM left alone to farm down in this bottom lane. Has his Blade Mail all ready up. And now going for a Blink Dagger. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit, once again, going for the fast Orchid build. And Chaos Knight has his armlet on the Courier, going for an Orchid of his own. Underlord, we are going to get the mech build, so no Atos being built here. Just wants to be a big aura powerhouse for his team. And who can blame him after farming all of those Eidolons? Meanwhile, Puck going to go in on to the Storm. As used to haste. There's the silence and the ulti from Malik. But the Stampede tries to get help in. And now Puck's in trouble. So it's a 1-for-1 overall. They're going for more. The Fear not going to come out from Omar. But the Black Hole onto both the supports. Malik will at least get the kill onto Katomi. But they're leaked. Can they get the Fear off? They can't. It keeps going though. DM on the run. Fishman on the run. Well, it was a good Black Hole, but it doesn't look like it will be enough as the right clicks come out. Malik going to be the one to get that kill. It's a double kill for the Underlord, and now they'll just farm up the Eidolon. So all in all, it's a 3-for-2. And these fights, they're so close. Both teams pulling out all the stops. Yeah, the Abyssal Horde did a lot in that fight from the Underlord. Now he's even going to take the stacks, maybe. And this is such, I mean, this is such an influx of gold for him. He's already top of net worth. Going to have that mech soon. And make the fights even harder for Entity when they've been so close. Quest being as aggressive as possible, and it's really paying off. In the first 2 games, a lot of their aggression got avoided or outright punished. But here, it feels like they're eking out those advantages in these small skirmishes. Vengeful Spirit still yet to get her first item. Trying to pick up the Echo Saber. Not sure how good it is. The other one is just pure trash. I mean, yeah. I mean, the cleave, it's like... I think the thing about the cleave is it's just really underwhelming. I think the ratios were better. You could maybe, like, theory craft, like, an Echo Saber build or something like that, but it just doesn't scale that well. Ooh, smoke out here from Grimstroke and No One. A great duo. As Grimstroke can hit the ulti, get the double stun from the Storm Spirit. Shikuchi away from Dukalis. And he's standing in a good area to try and break smokes, but they're avoiding him, and they get the vision on the Dark Willow, who's also standing in a good place to break smokes, but they're not going for it. Instead,
Radiant's bottom tower
they're going to go play on the top side of the jungle. Looks like they want to try and find Underlord. Not an easy target to kill. And he's even going to go through the portal anyway. Jump forward onto the Dark Willow, but this is kind of what she wants. And they don't manage to get anything with their time. Oh, Watson farming up that Orchid, almost has it. Just needs the cornucopia. Spirit Vessel up on the Weaver. Need some big item timings coming out for both teams. Puck going for the Yules as TA farms up the Ancients, has the Echo Saber, and is now going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. So, a bit of an edited position 3 build for this Vengeful Spirit.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Against Knight just left to his own devices to farm. The Dire will pick up that bottom tier 1 tower. And DM has his blink dagger, so a very good aggressive timing for them, but Quest, they're going to smoke into it. Just Puck very close to his items. Doesn't want to wait. Underlord looks like he might be the target for the Dire, and there it is. There's the stun, but this is a hard target to go on once again. There's the root. Puck is here. And DM immediately punished. Katomi. Portals out. No one even going to go up to the top lane. Malik used his ulti there to try and get more, but it doesn't quite work out. So they do just get the offlaner, but that's all they need. And it's good punishment for going on to an Underlord who is a very hard target to kill. No one has his Orchid, going for that BKB. Fishman going for a mech of his own, not trying to rush a blink dagger or anything. Wants to try and be useful to his team now, not in 2,000 gold. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, still going for the Ags, right? Yeah, still going for the Ags. Had queued up Manta, was thinking about it. This Puck finished up the Yules on the courier. Now, just in time for the Orchids. Has a way to unsilence themselves. Noob on the hunt for the Storm Spirit in the jungle. They know he's there. But he jumps, TP's out, smells something off, finds them with that ward as well. Knows he just can't be there right now. Ags is closer than it looks with Echo Dissemble, if he wants to dissemble Ags. And I guess he does. As he doesn't have the Ogre Club queued up, it is just the point booster.
A golden thread.
But another game of just farming up. Both teams very happy to let each other reach their farm timings. Omar gets the root onto Center War Runner, and Underlord immediately here. But so is Watson. He's ultied up. Center War Runner going to get the Stampede off, but it's a 1-for-1 so far. Storm going to break the Dream Coil. It's a good black hole onto the Underlord, and he dies. It's a dominating streak for Watson. They're trying to get anything they can. The bugs go through, though. They will slow them down. So a 1-for-2. The offlaner and a support going to die. It's a swap aggressively into the Storm Spirit, and there's the silence, and there's the kill!
Did you mean to elude me?
No one going to die, making it 2-2. Just a little bit overconfident there on that Storm Spirit, and Venge finally coming alive, able to do that damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Noob just here to farm up those Eidolons. Get that extra gold. Nakatomi just going to ink-swell himself to safety. And Quest, they definitely have the advantage in this game. Ags finished up on the Vengeful Spirit, disassemble the Echo Saber, and so is ready to go. Is going to rebuy the Ogre Axe, though. Definitely wants to go Harpoon eventually. And they find DM. Oh, but he blinks out. Not quick enough going on there. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Underlord. La la la. Farmy farm. I'm a demon lord. And Fishman just is doing a great job of farming these side lanes, actually. Just staying in the trees.
Dire's middle tower
Has his mech. Probably going to go for the blink next. Underlord now portaling in onto the center wall runner. There is the root. There is the follow-up stun. But he gets Stampede off. Luckily, Dream Coil's there. Can they finish it? He goes left. The rest of his team are not on the way. Will manage to blink.
Radiant are scanning.
They don't hit the scan. They guess wrong. They think he went right. But no, very much went left, and he's going to escape. They used a lot to try and get that kill, and it fails. Quest not able to finish off the center wall runner. And this should give a little bit more space to Entity, as they know those long cooldowns are now up. Let's have a look at the CK. It has the Orchid, has the Manta style. Going for that BKB next. Maybe this is the game we see a CK win. Maybe.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Weaver gonna start this Roche. Not gonna go very quick as Noob goes forward, finds the Enigma, who was trying to steal the Wisdom Room. Dreamcoil gonna go through, but Storm is here, and there's the black hole! And Noob gets just completely punished. There is a Yule Scepter from Dark Willow. Storm out of mana. They stop the Roche for this. And Venge is here to clean up their mess. So the Wisdom Room does go on to Storm, and they do lose their mid, but they get a vital kill onto the Vengeful Spirit. And now Underlord ulti. Gonna come down to the bottom lane. And Centaur, and sorry, yeah, Centaur wanted to go on the Underlord. And once again, gonna go on the Roche. And CK farming up, still going for that BKB. And they give the Aegis to Underlord because Venge has 2 lives anyway. We don't need to give them 3.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A lucky find.
And Underlord does seem to be the target. I imagine if Puck was in the pit, they would have given it to Puck. Obviously did die up in that top lane. Didn't have the time to go pick up the Aegis. Meanwhile, no one. Has the Orchid, has the Eternal Shroud. Now going back for the Treads. Centaur has his Blink. Also has finished up that Eternal Shroud. But in trouble, swapped up by the Venge. Flamemail is used. It's just going to delay things, you have to imagine. The right clicks do go through. And Venge will get the kill. Starting to dish out a lot of damage on this Vengeful Spirit.
Dire are scanning.
Noob The only one near this CK, but not going to get sniffed out. And another tight game. These teams, both of them, neck and neck throughout this entire series. Radiant look like they want to get something done mid. They know Enigma's here. I'll jump forward from Noob. Not going to manage to find anyone, but they do finally spot Fishman. They're going to keep looking for him, and they do finally find him. There is the swap. What the hell? Oh, he swapped. Oh, he swapped his Weaver. Just so he could get there. And Omar going to be one to finish up the kill. Malik just starts on this tier 2 tower. CK Elu runs into the back line. It's very tanky, but not enough to really do much there, as Entity seem pretty happy with just once again pushing out the side lanes, but no one is in this ancient camp. Dugwell is there, going to hit the root. Underlord coming in with the TP. There's the fear. The Centaur War Runner will get the ult, but another root. There's the stun, and they're just killing him. Another root. And you just can't get out of this. Grimstroke, the next one to fall. Znoob will get that kill, and they're just going to take the portal back to the mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh my god, the stacked stuns are just too much for the Storm to deal with. My analysts in chat, they're going crazy with that one.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, swap. It was just onto CK Illusions. Probably just felt a little bit threatened there.
Regeneration.
Yasha up on the Vengeful Spirit. Almost has the Manta style. And yes, there is a high net worth on this CK. But what is he really doing with it?
Dire are scared.
Is the real question. His Underlord has built complete utility. All of the auras under the sun. The only one we don't have is the the Vlads. Watson playing a very safe game here as the Radiant are heading towards mid and top, though. Underlord wants to fight mid. It looks like Noob and Ducalis, they want to go scout out top. Portal being taken by no one to go down into the bottom lane. Going to be followed by Katomi. And Weaver scouts out those Elus down there, up there, sorry. The Elus. Gonna scout out no one. Oh, Noob finds them. Jumps forward. Has a gem. And he's just gonna stand on top of the Grimstroke. Get the kill. No one, though. Doesn't have TP for 3 seconds. He's in the pit. Will get out in time there.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, Yules on to the Enigma. There's the Underlord portal coming in. Stampede will be used to keep their position 5 alive, but there's a lovely route from the Underlord. He gets pulled in. He's dying, but not quickly. Guardian Greave's going to be used, and now he's just walking out. They have the fear. It goes through. It's not enough. It's a mega kill streak from Watson. But Underlord took him a long time to die.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, TA effectively has the Manta ready to go. And, you know, that's the kind of kill that's like, obviously you're glad you killed Underlord, but you're also like, oh my god, it took so much to kill Underlord. Like, your morale kind of goes down. He's like, gee, he survived for so long. What the fuck? That's what we're dealing with? He was like alone, guys. He's gonna respawn? We have to do that again? Vengeful Spirit has the Manta. Now gonna go for the Butterfly. Get even more damage. But again, still quite close. The net worth lead, only 2k. Looks like Quest want to go play at the top side of the map with Noob. What can they find here? Duckless going to be the one leading. Does have a Yules, so can help set up some plays. They get vision up on the high ground. They spot Centaur War Run, an immediate swap. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. Into the Yules, into the root. He doesn't get the Stampede off quite yet because of the silence. And he will go down. Drum's going to be used by Fishman. And they do find Weaver in the return kill. And that support is in the wrong area. Now it is a return smoke for Entity. They want to try and find something, and that something is the Underlord. They walk immediately into him. And he tries to bounce away, but again, he's alive for so long. Buyback from the Weaver, and it gives time for the team to come in. There's the Dream Call, the silence on the Storm Spirit, the stun, the swap to kill. They get the leash, but what does it do? And now, ulting forward from Underlord, tries to find anyone on the way out, but it's mass TPs. And another punish on the Storm, going Eternal Shroud instead of BKB. Finished up his Kaya, now has it queued up. What can he do, really, without that BKB? He just gets stun locked, controlled, unable to zip around the fights. And Malik is just not the target you want to go on. He has Crimson, he has Guardian Greaves, he has Pipe. He just buys so much time for his team to come in. And you know what? If his team are nowhere near him and have no way to get to him, he can also Fiend's Gate to, like, get his team to him. How many charges Storm has? That would be a big fat 0. Radiant once again going to the top side of the map. Roshan will be alive in 6 minutes. And so they want to try and get a good fight now. They will find Weaver once again. Ogre Club walks into free Enigma, silenced up. Wasn't going to send his illusions in, but he does not want to fight. They're just going to leave the Grimstroke. They'll even find the Enigma. And the supports for Quest covered in the blood of their enemies. And now they'll just head to the bottom side of the map. Roshan is alive and ready to be taken. And once again, Watson just farming up, has a full Bloodthorn. And going for that heart next. Trying to 1v9 this game. As Puck has a Maelstrom now. Gonna go for the Ags next, and it's just going from bad to worst here from Entity. I know the net worth lead seems close, but it's all on this CK. What can they do? And he just picked up by the Puck. And you know what? I don't even think Venge has died while they've had this this Aghanim Scepter. He's just feeling a little, despite how close the gold is, it's feeling a little bit doomed here for Entity. They need a really good team fight here. They have the tools, they have the Black Hole, they have the farm and the Chaos Knight, they have Stampede, they have the Stomp. Getting it all to work is the hard part.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoke here, they're going to walk into the Weaver, into the Puck. They will pop the Aegis once again. The Fiend's Gate's put down by the Underlord, and it's instantly a black hole into the Puck. They really want him dead. It's a double kill for Watson. What can they do here? The right click's coming through. It's a mess of a fight. Venge looking like she's going to die at least once, but the right clicks, she's going to kill Storm. It's a triple kill for Watson. Puck buybacks, wants to rejoin the fight. DM gonna get the gonna get the kill, sorry, on Malik. And so Entity, they strike back. Watson leading the charge. They drop everything onto this Puck's Aegis.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Watson finally shows what that farm is for. There's 4 dead over on the side of Quest.
Radiant structures
And you know,
are fortified.
it was an ambitious Fiend's Gate in. I won't lie, I feel like they maybe just let that one go. But they decide, no one left behind. Wait, what the? What? Noob kills Enigma up in the bottom lane. I apologize for missing that one. I was just pontificating. Meanwhile, Puck's killing someone.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tier 2. Gonna go down in the top lane.
Radiant's top tower
Venge Elus versus CK Elus. It looks like the CK Elus were definitely winning that one. And it's going to be Tormentor next here. Oh, Omar. Oh, Omar, buddy. There we go. Okay. And it's the Shard
Appreciate it.
for Underlord. Definitely nothing to sniff at. Like, could have shared. Yep, of course. There you go. We got all the items here. CK has that heart. Centaur. BKB got the Eternal Shroud himself, going for that Shivas. Storm Spirit almost finishing up his BKB. Enigma has the pipe, has the drums, has the mech, going for the blink now. Katomi has a blink of his own, going for an Ags. Ducalis. Yules. Spirit Vessel. Going for the Lotus Orb. Dark Willow has a blink of their own, going for the Yules, then going for an Aeon Disc. Haven't seen that in a while. Puck has finished up. Aghanim Scepter has a backpack Witchblade with a gem in the infantry. Underlord still going for the Ags, almost has it, and Venge has Butterfly going for that BKB. Oh, Puck. I thought she was in way more danger than she was, but the Dire are nowhere near her.
Radiant's bottom
DD
tower
on this
is under
Chaos
attack.
Knight. Very scary. Meteor Hammer going to come up from the Storm Spirit. Now that he has his BKB. The Radiant, they're staying grouped together. As the Dire try and push the mid lane with the Elus. Underlord, the only one that can really clear them out. Oh, but DM gonna get the hit onto Vengeful Spirit. Doesn't manage to dodge the stun with the Manta. It was a good attempt though. And the fight starts. Oh, they find Weaver. Stampede use. AoE Fear use. Weaver does get the ulti off. Now gonna try and run away. Has the Ogre Club, but stunned up by DM and killed. Oh no, he's alive still. And finally does die. TA tries to swap himself to safety. Malik did join with the Fiend's Gate. And I'm pretty sure he's regretting it now. And it's, from what was looking like a dominating game here from Quest, it's all falling apart. No buyback for the Underlord. And Chaos Knight walking up onto the high ground. Watson says, I'm rank 1 for a reason, guy. And immediately purges off that stun, although he is rooted. And the high ground is being knocked on. There is the Dream Coil. A swap to break it in. Watson gonna BKB though. Ogre clubs himself to safety on the Vengeful Spirit. And it was a cute play. And it doesn't pay off. And there is the root. Onto multiple. They're gonna push them away from the base. The tower will fall to the Meteor Hammer. They're gonna get a stun onto the DM. Puck may dream forward, but it doesn't look like it. And Quest looking for something after this. But Entity, they have all their ults. Did not use Black Hole. Did not use Soulbind. Oh, thank you. Thank you, some giant idiot. I love your name.
I'm getting a second wind.
Now Storm Spirit has a regen rune, looking to cause a little bit of mischief. But Quest not in the area to get hit. Now, the tower going to get pressured by the creep wave, but I mean, it is the base of Quest that is in trouble.
Radiant's middle barracks are
Watson
under attack.
sends out the Elus. So tanky, 5k health on them. One range Rax will go down. They will at least get a tower here in the bottom lane, surely. Well, it looks like they might trade their base for it as TA looking to clear out these Elus on the right. Underlord going to do what he can to clear out the ones on the top as the Dire, they back up. Don't want to overstay their welcome. And Venge has the BKB queued up.
Dire are scanning.
Thank you, Spoink.
A golden thread.
Smoke up from Quest Esports. Moving down to the bottom lane, they point out DM again, sorry, but I'm not sure they necessarily want to go on their target. A Roshan banner on the Weaver. Love to see it. Thank you for the claps, everyone, and thank you for being here. Tormentor is killed. Going to get the shard there for the Storm Spirit, who I have to say has had a much easier time now that he's got the BKB.
Radiant are scanning.
And Quest sticking together. They know if they get called out, that's probably game. It's 5-man smoke for each side. No one smoke will bake, so TA almost gets the swap. But not quite enough, and there it is! The swap into the Dream Core snap. Weaver immediately going to die on the right side to Watson. In the air is Puck, trying to do every damage she can, but the black hole, it's enough. Watson going to get a kill onto TA, but the Elu is there, standing strong. Puck going to shift away, trying to stay alive, but they melt the Underlord. Puck will live, but Dukelis not so lucky, and Puck, oh no, DM is on the lookout, doesn't have Blink though, rooted up. Noob, 260 health, needs to run away. The Elu from Venge, also still alive. Yep, that was another Grimstroke E-Dispel. This Grimstroke has been absolutely on it with the Ink Swells, just blinking in, hitting E on whoever gets gone on.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Hitomi playing out of his mind. Watson walks onto the high ground, gets rooted up. There's not really much that Quest can do here. They've let Watson farm for too long. So much damage ready to go. The Meteor Hammer as well. And what do you do? What can you do but watch your base be destroyed? Malirax will go down. It's not even going to stay for the ranged. They don't want to tempt fate. When TI is on the line, you play safe. And they head back to the Roche pit. Roshan is up, has a refresher shard on it. And there's nothing that Quest can do to contest this. This Vengeful Spirit has been a little bit underwhelming.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
How do I feel about the carry VS? I feel like there were shines of greatness. But I'm not sure this is the item build. I don't know what the item build is, but I just think we haven't found it.
God, I love money.
Against the CK, it just... They don't have the damage to kill the Elus. And a lot of the damage is supposed to come from the Venge. Maybe the Puck is supposed to be killing them with the Dream Coil. And actually, now that we look at it, Puck has a Divine queued up. That gives us a good chance to look at everyone's items here. Weaver going for a Nullifier. Dark Willow going for an Aether Lens. Puck, as we said, going for that Divine. Underlord going for a Shivers. And then a Radiance. Vengeful Spirit going for that BKB steal. Meanwhile, the Chaos Knight has his own Wind Waker. Has backpacked the armlet. Centaur War Runner has Shivers going for a Heart. Storm Spirit. I imagine that is a Hex. No, it's a Wind Waker. Storm Spirit going Wind Waker. Nothing queued up for the Enigma. And Grimstroke going for his Ags. Venge, a very good Ags target this game. Ooh. Puck clearing the wave. Hines. Watson there, though, manages to get away. And the rest of the Dire, though, they're kind of split up from their CK. May be able to get something here. As the Dire, they are split here. CK nowhere near the fight. The Radiant, they're not feeling it. They don't know. Oh. Gonna get the Dream Coil on to Fishman. Centaur Stampede gonna go through. And Fishman is fine. Hey, yeah, thank you for the sub. Quaswex, man. Really appreciate it. Now the Dire are grouped up this time. Another fire up on the Weaver Puck. That's enough for that Divine, but can't get to the secret shop. And Talent swap on to the Storm. TA already on the backline, ready to go here. Tries to right-click down the Grimstroke, but just doesn't have the damage. BKB used. And there's just so many illusions, all feared back, getting back into their base. They threw the kitchen sink at them. But they don't even give them a concussion. An Entity, they will respect it. They'll back up and we get a pause. Everyone hydrate. You know, around here during the pauses, we hydrate. Drink something. Get your hydrate on, get a nice drink into you. Ugh. Man, what a quest do here. Feels like their team fights are so hard. I'm gonna look at the items. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking very poggers, you know what I mean? Refresher shot on the Grimstroke is interesting. And they're back, ready to go. Hope you guys are all hydrated up. We'll get back into it. Once again, Entity still respecting Quest's efforts after that last fight. Now Venge, after the BKB, has the Kanda queued up. So once Magic Missile. Doing a lot of damage, but also... Oh no, DM is standing right there. Oh god, Ducalis runs forward. They get vision, but DM just going to blink to safety. And the Dire less split up this time. So not as much to work with there for Quest. Nalek still going for that Shivers. Farming out the waves top. Probably one of the only people that can do it safely, thanks to Firestorm. And Entity, they tighten the noose. Ready to put Quest down into that bottom bracket. Oh, get a little bit of lag there. Whoa. The ping on the server just fucking skyrocketed. What the hell? Okay. Back down, we're good. I didn't drop frames or anything, did I? No? Okay. That was the server. It is a slow but painful death here for Quest. As Entity. Can't beat him out. DM goes in, gets the stun, and it's on the Venge. They do have Ags trying to keep themselves into the fight. No one jumps in as well. It's a good swap to get TA to safety. DM, the only one standing on the high ground. A good dream call as well from the puck. But they just don't have the damage. I'll manage to phase shift out to safety. There is the illusory orb as well. So when all is said and done, no one dies. No black hole used, but Stampede now down and Aegis gone as well.
Radiant's middle
And does Puck do it? Do they pull the trigger on this Divine? I mean, let's face it, if they had Divine there, they got a beautiful dream call on the back line. They might have been able to get some kills.
Double damage.
Over on the side of Entity. Ag's going to be coming up from that Storm Spirit. Grimstroke almost has his Hex. Watson going for his Ags. Fishman has the Guardian Greaves. He might also kill himself against Centaur of the Divine. True. An Entity going to smoke up top side of the map.
Dire are scanning.
Ready and raring to go. And there's the Divine. Bolt by the puck. What can they do with it?
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
There's the Divine. He's in the bottom lane. Now TPing back to base. The Dire knocking on the high ground once again. And they'll get one range Rax. The Maniwrak's the only thing left up here. Maniwrak's the only thing left in each lane, actually. Oh no, the range Rax in the bottom lane is gone. Is on there. And we get the Rapira. Can Puck make magic happen? Be the difference in this high ground hold?
Radiant are scanning.
Looking out. Gets the haste on the Puck. Trying to farm for buyback. Dire once again smoked up. Puck gonna show mid. Can't realize that they can't clear the illusions with the Puck. With the smoke, there we go. No one jumps forward, trying to break smokes themselves. Doesn't find anyone. They spot them on the high ground here with the scan. Radiant, rotate round. It's a game of posturing. Whoever can get the best position here may just very well win the game. A swap onto the Storm Spirit, but he Wind Wakers himself out. BKB, but there's the stun still. Tries to go to the high ground, doesn't matter. Underlord, once again, not taking much damage, but he eventually will melt. Watson going to be one to pick up that kill. Entity DM going to get the kill onto Omar as well, but it's two buybacks. What can they do? Puck, safe and sound with the Divine. The high ground remains safe as Entity just force out two buybacks.
Stupendous.
51 minutes into the game. And another pause. Everyone get hydrated. I don't care if you need to pee. Hydrate. Okay. Gotta have the most hydrated chat on Twitch.
Unlucky.
swap aggressively onto DM. And he just barely takes damage. 910 max health from his passive, and he almost kills Venge with the return damage. Watson here as well. Noob does get the kill onto Katomi. No! The black hole! They lose the rapier. And it's anticlimactic. But sometimes that's just how Dota is. Watson picks it up. They're ready to push down that mid lane. They delay over on the side of Quest. Oh my god, he pulls him forward. T8 taking a lot of damage here. No one there with a follow-up. Big fear onto the Elus. A good swap back onto no one. Maybe they can get a kill on the Stormspirit at least. Wait, Watson! Watson! He takes the damage. The Divine is back on the puck! DM, the only one left standing in the base, and he might kill TA with return damage. A good stun there from the Willow, and they're chasing for more. No one gonna die. It's a double kill for the puck. And a BKB TP out there for the Centaur, but they kill Watson. For the first time in forever, Quest, they get a clean fight. And Noob reclaims his Divine Rapier. And Quest push out their waves. I'm not entirely sure what they can get out of this. Roshan is at least alive, and Noob needs that Aegis. So that's what they go for. But he cannot tank this. Instead, he's dodging this. Roshan will go down. I see we've made it to the point in the game where nothing makes sense. So true. Hello, Sir Venzetti. Just finished my 20th 1 liter bottle. All of me is getting swollen. Is this supposed to happen? Yeah. No. You're not hydrated yet. You need to drink more. Yeah. What you are, you're in a place called pre-hydration. You need to keep drinking at least 20 more 1 liter bottles. And what a late game we are having here. Watson slips up once, and it's a Divine Rapier back in the pocket of this puck. Has Aegis. And Noob not willing to let this game slide. And for the first time in what feels like 30-ish minutes, my god, Quest retake over their side of the map. Kanda up on this Vengeful Spirit. Going for the Swift Blink next. She does a lot of damage, but she's not even 25 yet. Does a 5-hit cat emote exist? If anyone can find it, it's my boy Eri. And they're letting T8 get all this farm. And as much as they can. Underlord. Let's have a look at the items, actually. We haven't done that in a while. Nullify, as we said, up on the Weaver. Nothing since. Looks like you probably will go Wind Waker. Dark Willow with the Blink and the Yules again. Still nothing new. Puck has the BKB queued up. Underlord going to go for the Bloodstone. Vengeful Spirit, as we said, going for the Swift Blink. Meanwhile, on the side of the Dire, this Chaos Knight has been 6-slotted for a while. There's Eaton and Ags going to go for the AC next. DM has so much health. Almost 1,000 bonus damage from his passive. Has the Overwhelming Blink. Has the Shivas. Storm Spirit after the Wind Waker going for that Hex now. Enigma going for the BKB, and Grimstroke has their Hex. And now Quest outside of their base, able to retake space, farm up, get their items, hit better timings. And we're at the point of the game where an 18,000 gold lead, it means a lot less at 60 minutes. Now it's kind of down to individual play. What can the Dire do here to push in the last nail of the coffin? And what can Quest do to break themselves out of the entire graveyard? Level 25, up on the Venge. Gets the Never Swap cooldown. Noob shows themselves in the mid lane. Check talents, you got it, buddy. Nothing huge on the Weaver. Level 22 on the Dark Willow as well. Bramble Maze cooldown. Well, looks like we might have a fight here. The Dire moving up, both teams in close proximity. Nothing gonna happen there. Venge, as I said, got the swap cooldown. Underlord gets the Pit of Malice root. So not the Fiend's Gate DPS. Chaos Knight got the Chaos Strike chance. Oh, and he picks up an Elu rune. Oof. Hoof Stomp duration on the Centaur Warrunner. Overload attack bounce on the Storm Spirit. Level 28 almost has all of their talents, to be honest. Grimstroke. Still level 24. Nothing big coming out there. Noob finds the Elus. And this feels so hard without something like a Kanda. To give you that crit, and Watson's on the lookout. He has smoke. TA also
Radiant
smoked
are
up.
scanning.
Very tense. Storm. Zips up. Dark Willow not going to get found out. The AoE fear being prepped. And both teams dancing around each other. Almost 60 minutes into the game. Oh, Puck, no. Walks into Katomi. Even going to ulti for it. No one continues looking. He uses all of his mana to get there. He will get the kill on Katomi. Silence there from Puck. But he's hexed up and he is just put down. And Aegis ran out. And the Divine once again gone, all in the name of a support kill. And it's an instant buyback from the Grimstroke and another little bit of anticlimactic death there. As we get mass lag because of the Chaos Knight. $7,000 health on the Centaur Warrunner standing on the high ground. Storm jumps to clear the top wave. Just gonna Meteor Hammer right there. Manorax here in trouble. Stun gonna be hit onto the Underlord. Very tanky target. The AoE fear and the Black Hole only onto the Venge. But that may be all you need. Leashed up, swaps himself to safety. He's tanky, but not that tanky. He'll finally die. He's Elu, the only one left. Omar meanwhile dies in the background. So does Malik. They finally put the Underlord down. They can't catch the Weaver though. They'll get the Melirex. Vengeful Spirit's illusion lives on. Last Melirex will fall and is Mega Creeps. And if you thought it was hard for Quest, it got a whole lot harder. There's the Hex, but a good swap there from TA to keep Weaver alive. No one now going to be the target, but he could just walk off with this BKB. Watson wants the game to end, but Malik doesn't want it to be so. And there's just so much stuff on my screen. They pull back the Underlord, and who can play through this lag? Underlord dead for 120. They'll finally fortify. Venge gonna buy back. What can they do though? Oh no, they get the Hex, they get the Soul Bind. They pull them back. 100 health, 1,000 health, it doesn't matter. Venge can do nothing. It's a good stun there from the Dark Willow. And they get themselves to safety. But the Ancient will fall down. A lovely swap there, dodge there from Watson to stop the fear. Oh, a lot of damage from the Dream Coil, but he just Wind Wakers himself to safety. Stampede as well, and the Ancient falls. After a long series, a slogging series. Entity take game 3 and continue their journey in the upper bracket.